weekend was the home opener for the Rochester Raging Rhinos, and the offense wasted no time getting things started as they registered their first shot of the match in the first 24 seconds. Then the offense really got things started as the Rhinos' leading scorer notched the first goal of the year.
Driven back in the box, up with the Miller moving in, chips it in, Rhino goal! Miller puts it away!
Miller's goal, his first and the team's first of the year, got things going, but the offense wasn't done there, as 8 minutes later, Pato Aguilera got his first of the season.
Back in by Shakira's pass ahead and carried away by Pato along on the right side. It's Carabayal in behind. That's Miller with it. Miller breaking into the box. Carabayal at the end line. Crossing foot. Pato shoots. Score!
Puerto Rico would get one back to make it a one-goal game, but in the 72nd minute, newcomer Ray Martinez put things away for the Rhinos.
Thrown away in the midfield circle. Pato pass ahead for Wilson. Plays it to the outside of the right wing. It's sinking through. Shot. And he scores! Scored by Martinez as the Rhinos have recovered their two-goal lead and lead 3-1.
Puerto Rico, my heart devotion.
And tonight, the Rochester Raging Rhinos traveled to Puerto Rico to take on the Islanders for the second time in as many weeks. After last week's win, the Rhinos have sole possession of 8th place in the table, while the Puerto Rico Islanders still sit in 12th. Still winless, the Islanders have something to prove, not only to their coach or their fans, but also to themselves. And to add one more element of emotion to this match, last week the Rhinos released, then re-signed Bill Sedgwick. In the meantime, he was courted by the Puerto Rico coaching staff. Suffice to say, at the end of this weekend, both teams should know each other pretty well. Which one will come out on top with the 6 points? And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Rochester Raging Rhinos pregame show. My name is Tom Craver, live from Broadcast Central at the all-new Fickle 93.3 FM. Well, it's Game 3 for the Rochester Raging Rhinos as they visit Puerto Rico and the Islanders. It's the first of a 2-game island trip, the second in a row against Puerto Rico. These two teams are going to know each other pretty well by the time this evening's out. Currently, from what I'm told, it's a warm 86 degrees, but a muggy one, 87% humidity and pouring rain. Should make from an interesting night of soccer coming up.
The area's best used car selection is in your home. Log on to that'smyvision.com now and see nearly 1,500 new and used vehicles from all 5 Vision dealerships. Search Vision's used import and domestic cars, used trucks, Vision's used minivan. Find the perfect pre-owned SUV. 1,500 vehicles, all priced with huge online-only savings. Savings and more with Vision's internet coupon and free oil changes for life. And get instant credit approval online. That'smyvision.com makes it easier than ever to.
Oh no, it sounds like that car needs some help. Take your car where the Rhinos have been taking theirs since 1996 to Tony's Collision, conveniently located at 270 Anderson Avenue in downtown Rochester, just minutes from the Park Ave area. Tony's Collision is family-owned and proud to celebrate their 40th year of providing quality collision repair. Their color match experts guarantee that your car will look like it came straight from the factory. Tony's Collision takes pride in their quality workmanship and the savings they pass on to their customers. They'll even work directly with your insurance company. And until May 5th, Tony's has free Rhino tickets. That's right, come in for a free estimate and tell us you heard this ad and receive 1 ticket for an upcoming game. When your car's been in an accident, don't settle for anything less. Trust in Tony's. Tony's Collision. Call 473-8776 or stop by 270 Anderson Avenue downtown.
Gallo & Iacovangelo is a full-service law firm that has been serving the Rochester area for over 30 years. The experienced attorneys at Gallo & Iacovangelo are uniquely qualified to represent you in a variety of areas. Whether you've been injured in an auto accident, need to draft a will, or are buying a house, Gallo & Iacovangelo provide you with the abilities of a large law firm, but give you the personal attention you'd expect from a smaller firm. Call them at 454-7145 or visit them online at gallolaw.com. Gallo & Iacovangelo. Progressive thought, traditional values, uncompromising strength.
And welcome back to the Rochester Raging Rhinos pregame show. My name is Tom Craver here at Broadcast Central, but down south in Puerto Rico, we go to the one and only Soccer Sam. Sammy, how is it down there?
Tommy, I'm in the concourse here at Juan Ramon Stadium, whatever you call it. I'll tell you, the sightseeing here is beautiful, and I haven't even gone anywhere. It's just an amazing facility. They got little donuts and enchiladas and these Puerto Rican sandwiches that are so good. But the people are piling in. It's pouring rain. Traffic jams outside, but the people are pouring in. They're expecting 6,000 to 8,000 people here tonight.
6 to 8. Now, is that normal for Puerto Rico?
Well, I guess their home opener, they had 9,000 against Montreal. They dropped to 6,000 their second game against Montreal. So I think it's pretty normal. It's a Friday night game. They haven't really played many Friday night games, so they're testing the waters here. Traditionally, Thursday night was a better night for them. There's not as much distractions. But I guess tomorrow, there's this big boxing match with some big Puerto Rican star boxer, I forgot his name, but they're doing some presentation here at halftime for this boxer. So everyone is coming here to see this thing. I think the actual boxer is in Vegas, but they're doing something here at halftime, and they think it's going to draw a lot of fans here.
Sounds great. Now, that's really funny. You say that they had the most fans from Montreal, the defending champs. Now they get even more people now, expecting up to 8,000 tonight for the three-time champion Rochester Raging Rhinos. I love to see that.
Yeah, Tommy, I mean, the pouring rain might affect things. It's raining really hard here. It's really muggy, really hot. But we'll see what happens. The Safari's here, Safari Fan Club. There's about 12 of them here, which they made the trip from Rochester to come here through Catalano Travel, which is cool. I got Todd Hall here, who works on our camera team. He's doing the camera feed, so we're going to actually show this game in Rochester, both games, tonight's game and Sunday night's game in Rochester, probably in the middle of next week. So you're going to see all the highlights. But you got to listen tonight to Joe Giuliano doing his thing. It's going to be fun. And Richie Jones, my brother from another, is helping out at another end. So we're all working together here to give you this fantastic broadcast from around the world, baby. We're in a different world right now.
Oh, you definitely are. Sammy, thanks so much for the update. We'll talk to you after the game for the postgame show. All right, and when we continue, stick around. We're going to look at the tail of the tape between these two teams. Highlights, goalkeepers, leading scorers, all the good stuff. Stick with us. This is Rhino Soccer on the all-new Fickle 93.3 FM.
Sunny days are here, so we all need to be careful to protect our skin from those damaging rays. Each year, more than 1 million people are diagnosed with skin cancer, and it can be deadly. Dermatologists at the Wilmot Cancer Center recommend that we protect our children and ourselves whenever we go outside. Wear sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher, and always wear a hat when you're out in the sun. This message is service of the Wilmot Cancer Center. The cure starts here.
Make a game night this season into a game weekend with the Clarion Riverside Hotel, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Rochester near Frontier Field. Blue Cross Arena, restaurants, shopping, and more. The Clarion Riverside Hotel is offering sports fans a special $69 spectator rate. Call the sales office at 546-6400 for details. That's 546-6400. The Clarion Riverside Hotel, Main Street, downtown, right on the banks of the Genesee River, and just a free kick away from Frontier Field.
Does your golf game need a change of scenery? Leave the same old courses behind and head to Lakeside Country Club in Penn Yan on scenic Cayuga Lake. It's one of the most beautiful courses you'll ever play. Memberships are available, but the public is welcome. Just call PGA Pro Bob King at 315-536-7252 to book your tee time. The course is located near many of the Finger Lakes' finest wineries, so make a day out of it and enjoy the best that the Finger Lakes has to offer, on the course and off. Call Lakeside Country Club, 315-536-7252.
I'm Tom Rosati from Mallier Chevrolet Buick. You know, the guy who always says yes. Now with a lot more to say yes to. Mallier is Rochester's newest GM certified used car dealer with more than 200 General Motors certified used vehicles in stock. And with bumper-to-bumper warranty on these vehicles, you'll have the same peace of mind you have with a new car or truck. So take the short drive to Mallier in Honeywood Falls or check us out at Mallier.com.
Mallier Chevrolet Buick. We always say yes.
The New York Lottery presents number 40.
You know, some people think I'm over the hill. Why? Just because I'm number 40? Over the hill? Take number 55. No, there's a number that's hit its limit. So when the New York Lottery says pick some numbers, I say pick number 40 and kiss that midlife crisis goodbye. Think about it. At 40, you can finally get that little red sports car you've always wanted. Get that 40-inch plasma screen TV you've had your eye on. Why not? You deserve it. All I'm saying is, life begins at 40. And maybe the next time you play the New York Lottery, it can for you too. Seriously, I can still play. And look, if you can swing it, I wouldn't mind sharing the big 4-0 with a cute little number who's, say, 25.
The New York Lottery, Lotto, Take 5, Numbers, Win 4, and New York's Mega Millions. We've got your number.
It's Quick Draw Thursdays in May, wherever the New York Lottery's Quick Draw is played. Every winning Quick Draw ticket purchased between 6 and 8 p.m. Thursdays is worth 50% more.
And welcome back to Broadcast Central. Tom Craver here at the all-new Fickle 93.3 FM, counting down to the 8 o'clock kickoff. The Rhinos at the Puerto Rico Islanders. Very, very warm night, very, very muggy and wet night. Clean field, but very, very soggy, I'm told, as the three-time league champion Rhinos took it to Puerto Rico last weekend on their home opener. Doug Miller and Pato Aguilera giving the Raging Ones a quick 2-0 lead by the 17th minute of play. The guys were aggressive and came out to play. Former Rhino Noah Delgado put Puerto Rico back on top with a misdefended corner kick. His pass in the 58th minute as defender Luis Zuleta finished to pull the Islanders within one. And, of course, the Rhinos coming up on top with one more goal, winning 3-1 last week. So scouting the teams tonight, Scott Bell, keeper for the Rhinos, comes in with a 1 goal against average, giving up exactly that in each of the past 2 games. He's made 9 saves on the 19 shots he's faced. On the other end of the pitch, his counterpart, Daniel Kennedy, 2.3 goals against average, allowing 7 goals, saving 19 of the 39 shots that he's faced. It actually ranks him 4th, by the way, in the first division in terms of saves. On the Puerto Rico side of the ball, look for Noah Delgado. Always dangerous. Of course, he was on the end of that corner kick that translated into a Puerto Rico goal last week. Always also be on the lookout for Alexis Riviera Curet and Alejandro Gonzalez Pareja. Puerto Rico's 2 foul leaders, both in the top 10 for the USL First Division as well. Then, of course, on the visiting Rhinos side, again, without the services tonight of Mauro Carabajal, he will be out, but the Rhinos will have Ray Martinez this weekend in the starting lineup. Should make for an interesting look. New guys coming in for the Rhinos as well tonight. It'll be interesting how the lineup shakes up. All right. That's about the tail of the tape here on this side. When we continue, we're going to look around the USL First Division leading up to that 8 o'clock kickoff tonight against the Puerto Rico Islanders. You're listening to Rhino Soccer on the all-new Fickle 93.3 FM.
You know, Arnie, I really admire you.
Well, let me tell you something, Bill. In America, you can have it all.
Yeah, me, I can't even trade in my old car.
Bill, stop being a deli man and go to Marina Dodge.
When you make a deal, we'll pay off your current vehicle no matter how much you owe. New 05 Dodge Durangos and Ram Quadcast. $9,000 off MSRP only at Marina Dodge. 943 Ridge Road between 5 Mile Line and Hard Road in Webster. Call 866-YES-7774 now. Several available at this offer to qualified buyers plus tax, Highland Place fees. All release to dealer. Offers not valid in combination.
Getting older can be a harrowing experience. Staying in shape just gets tougher. Why not join the downtown Harrow East Athletic Club? Memberships include aerobics, yoga, Pilates classes, whirlpools, sauna, indoor pool, squash, racquetball, 2 weight floors, cardio, indoor track, free parking, the list goes on. Don't give in, get tough. Join the Harrow East today, and they'll even waive the initiation fee. Call 546-1000. That's 546-1000, and we'll see you at the Harrow East.
Hot dog. No one makes it better than Flygo's. Hot dog. Hometown favorite from Flygo's. The flavor is right. Every bite. Cover 'em with lots of everything nice. Everything you like. Come on, day one. No one makes the hot dog like Flygo's. 'Cause how we make 'em great.
You're loving Fickle Radio because, let's face it, you're, well, fickle. You like change. You enjoy variety. You live for something new. That's why you're going to love Mulligan's Pub in Centerport. This isn't your typical nighttime hangout with nightly beer specials. Sure, you get those every day, but you get them every morning, too. Yeah, 8 till 11 a.m., 2-for-1 draft. Happy hours at Mulligan's Pub consist of 16-ounce drafts on special, most of them under $2 buckaroos. Enjoy country on Fridays, karaoke, or live music every Saturday. Bloody Mary Sundays. And you can't miss out on Monday Oldies Night with for 25-cent wings. Stuff your face for a few quarters. Did we mention karaoke again on Wednesday, too? Plus, Mulligan's in Spencerport has the coolest jukebox in town, full of more than 140,000 songs. Who knows what you'll catch at Mulligan's Pub? But who cares? You're tickled. So get to Mulligan's Pub today, tonight, or tomorrow morning and enjoy great beer specials. What time, you ask? Who knows, but just whatever. Mulligan's Pub, your hometown bar located at 4618 Westridge Road in Spencerport.
And welcome back to the Rochester Raging Rhinos pregame show. Time now to look around the USL First Division. Going back to last Saturday, Toronto and Atlanta losing 3-2. Montreal took it to Virginia Beach and came away with a victory 1-0. Portland and Minnesota at the Metrodome tied at 1. Vancouver at Seattle tied at 0. Last Sunday, Montreal finishing the Virginia road trip, earning a 0-0 draw against the Richmond Kickers. Earlier this week, Wednesday night, Virginia Beach went to Richmond and came on a losing end of a 3-1 scoreline. And last night, the Charleston Battery on their West Coast road trip, falling to the Portland Timbers 1-0. They play Seattle tomorrow night. So, how that lines up for the rest of the USL in that one-table division now. We have Richmond on top, 4 wins, 13 points. Portland in second place, 3 wins, 11 points. Atlanta, Montreal in fourth. Tied for fifth is Vancouver, Charleston, and Virginia Beach, each with 1 win and 5 points. The Rhinos have the 8th place spot, 1 win, 3 points. Minnesota and Toronto in ninth. Seattle and Puerto Rico at the bottom. All 4 of those, Minnesota, Toronto, Seattle, and the Islanders, all winless so far to date. And that about does it for the USL First Division report. Coming up, we're going to bring it back to Joe Giuliano down in Puerto Rico. He's going to bring you tonight's call of the game. This is Rhino Soccer on the all-new Fickle 93.3 FM.
Wouldn't it be great if every tool you bought were covered by a lifetime warranty? Chase Kitchen includes one at no charge with every tool purchased. If you're not completely satisfied, return any tool with your receipt and we'll repair it, replace it, or refund your money. And you'll find we carry a huge selection of tools from the best names. DeWalt, Porter Cable, Bosch, Delta, Stanley, and more. All at great prices. The lifetime tool warranty, only from Chase Kitchen.
The Connolly Printing Company congratulates the Rochester Raging Rhinos on their 10th anniversary season. Just like the Rhinos, at Connolly Printing, they continue to strive for excellence. They've been serving Rochester for over 100 years, and their goal is meeting today's sophisticated printing demands head on. Connolly Printing's technology and computer graphics, pressroom and bindery equipment, as well as their employees' expertise, will guarantee you're a satisfied, loyal customer well into the future, turning your printing nightmares into creative dreams. Connolly Printing. 426-4150.
I'm Tom Rizzotti from Mallier Chevrolet Buick. You know, the guy who always says yes. Now with a lot more to say yes to. Mallier is Rochester's newest GM-certified used car dealer, with more than 200 General Motors certified used vehicles in stock. And with bumper-to-bumper warranty on these vehicles, you'll have the same peace of mind you have with a new car or truck. So take the short drive to Mallier in Honeywell Falls, or check us out at Mallier.com.
Mallier Chevrolet Buick.
Yes, I deserve a natural-looking smile. Aspen Dental offers our very own Comfy Dent dentures, the #1 brand in the Northeast.
I deserve affordable dentures.
Right now, we're offering up to 25% off dentures with styles starting at $199, plus a free consultation.
I deserve to get them quickly.
With our on-site lab, we can complete dentures in as little as 3 days.
I deserve choice and comfort.
You'll find 8 styles of dentures to choose from, and no matter which one you select, we'll do follow-up adjustments to make sure they fit you just right.
I deserve to be taken care of soon.
We can probably fit you in today.
I deserve to be happy.
We'd love to help. For a limited time, take advantage of up to 25% off dentures starting at $199 by calling 1-877-ASPEN-49 or visit one of our 3 Rochester area offices. Aspen Dental will change the way you see the dentist.
Reynolds fans, it's now time for Raging Rhinos Soccer. Here is your Rochester Raging Rhinos broadcast team.
Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to the Estadio de Juan Ramon Lubriel in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. I'm Joe Giuliano, filling in for Don Stevens this evening, and I'll be joined by Soccer Sam after the break as we present the Rochester Raging Rhinos and Puerto Rico Islanders. This is game 2 of 3 games in a row between these two clubs. And before the match tonight, I had a chance to speak with Coach Laurie Calloway and I had asked him if he expects to see any different wrinkles in his lineup or the lineup of the Puerto Rico Islanders.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably start with a 4-4-2 and have a look at what they're doing. They're expecting 7,000 or 8,000 people tonight, so, they'll have that point from which they didn't have up at our place. Everybody's against them. So they got an extra man in the stadium, and we just got to look at the way they line up, the way they start. There's plenty of different players in the lineup, and then after 5 or 10 minutes, adjust if we think we can get at them like we did earlier last week. Adjust, maybe go for it for a little while, see if we can get a goal ahead or 2 goals ahead, and then it becomes a whole different scenario then.
Seems to be a lot of tactical adjustments on both sides. Puerto Rico coming sometimes with 3 guys up top. We drop back with steam camps to 4 defenders. Do you expect that same kind of, chess match tonight with you and Hugo Maradona?
Yeah, you never know what to expect, but they certainly went. It wasn't so much they played with 3 up top. I think they brought the extra man out of the defense, the number 6 up into midfield, and gave them that extra man in midfield where we got outplayed a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if they started with 3 up top tonight. That's why we will play with 4 at the back to start with. Or push number 11 more into an attacking position. I don't think it was 6 that mainly got into it was 11 getting 6 in that really caused us the problem, and so we've got to be aware of that. We've got to be aware of the fact that they do have other forwards on the roster and they play with 3. We'll see.
That's head coach Laurie Calloway of the Rochester Raging Rhinos. We'll come back after the break. Soccer Sam will join us for this evening's broadcast. You're listening to Raging Rhino Soccer on Fickle 93.3 FM.
Hey fans, World Gym Rochester is the official strength and conditioning facility for your Rochester Rhinos, Nighthawks, and Amherst. World Gym Rochester is proud to offer personal training packages tailored especially to your needs, including Apex, a 5-component system that assures you results. The Apex system is customized for you and your needs. Lose weight, improve your health, or just get in better shape. World Gym Rochester and Apex can help you reach your goals. Fun, high-energy group exercise classes like Rep Reebok are offered. You can work out with friends. Spinning, yoga, and Pilates are also great ways to work out and to release stress and tension. And to make it more convenient for you, World Gym Rochester now offers newly expanded child care hours. For more information, please stop by the gym at 1717 East Avenue, just west of the East Avenue and Whitney Road intersection. Or call 271-0440. That's 271-0440.
Welcome back to Raging Rhino Soccer on Fickle 93.3 FM. I'm Joe Giuliano, filling in for Don Stevens. And taking my spot to my right this evening, Soccer Sam. And Sam, great to be together again.
I'm so excited to be back in Puerto Rico, Joe. But I need my binoculars, man. You got yours with you?
We are about 8 miles away from the field in the corner of the press box behind home plate. But it'll be fine, folks, tonight. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Let's start off with the home team. The Puerto Rico Islanders wearing the all-white kits this evening. In goal, Dan Kennedy, the 4-4-2 formation of Rafael Ortiz, Luis Zuleta, Alexis Rivera, and Johannes Malitza. In the midfield, it's Juninho, Chris Gores, Alejandro Gonzalez, Noah Delgado, the former Rhino. And up top, it's Drew McCarthy and Isaias Bardales up top as the Puerto Rico Islanders are posing for a team picture before tonight's kickoff. And for the Rochester Raging Rhinos, in goal, no surprise, Scott Vallow. Coach Calloway coming out of the 4-4-2, Tenwa Bonsu, Frankie Sanfilippo, Scotty Schweitzer, and Scott Talguda, the back 4. In the midfield, Ray Martinez celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to Mr. Martinez. Hopefully get some points on the board tonight. Lennon Steenkamp, Stoyan Mladenoff, and Pato Aguilera. Doug Miller starts up top with the newest member of the Rochester Raging Rhinos, Anthony Roger. So the Rhinos coming with that 4-4-2 tonight.
Big surprise, Anthony Roger doing things. Carvajal's kind of injured with a little back problems, back spasms, back in Rochester still. But Roger, some serious history in soccer, but he goes back to when he was 14 years old. He met Craig Demon playing in the under-16, under-19, under-23 national teams for Trinidad and Tobago. So Diamond Craig Demon tells me this kid's for real.
Roger with a very impressive resume in the game of soccer. We'll talk about that as the evening goes on. The Rhinos wearing the white and black striped shirts, black shorts, and black socks. They'll have the kickoff. Attacking the goal to our left. Puerto Rico get in all white. Attacking the goal to our right. So Rhinos have the kickoff. Roger wearing number 9 with Doug Miller. And here's the kickoff, folks. Roger and Miller kick it back to Scott Pelguda, the left back for the Rochester Raging Rhinos. Plays it centrally to Scott Schweitzer. A little back and forth play here. Schweitzer now to Bonsu. Bonsu, formidable central defender. Solid in the back here for the Rhinos. Rhinos knocking around the back a little bit. Now it's Bonsu to Scott Pelguda on the near side. Crosses over midfield with the ball looking for Roger, but cleared away there by the Islanders defense. But Pelguda reads the play well and plays it to Len Steenkamp. Roger with some pressure there from Zuleta, loses the ball, comes back with the foul, takes down number 9, Drew McCarthy for the Puerto Rico Islanders. So Roger, an immediate impact on the foul sheet.
He's like 205 pounds. He's got the Chico Bailon style of play. He's a big player.
Long ball in the box, headed away there by Bonsu. Roger steps in front of Zuleta, crosses through the midfield circle. Through ball looking for Miller. It's behind Doug Miller. He'll switch the run of play to the far side. Overlapping is Ray Martinez. Alexis Rivera and Martinez get tangled up, and the ball goes out of play. Throw in for the Puerto Rico Islanders on the far side. And Rivera, number 6, was one player who did push up in the attack quite a bit, but left his left side wide open at times in that game.
I love guys like that. Just go up, forget about defense. It's an offensive game.
There's Rivera pushing up again. Hard tackle there from Frankie Sanfilippo as Rivera wins the throw, but he's checking his left knee. Sanfilippo, really no nonsense there.
Oh, man, he's got the mohawk work in there. Scotty Schweitzer's got the brush cut. These guys look scary back there on defense.
4-4-2 for both squads here tonight. Bonsu wins the ball. Ray Martinez, nice little pass inside for Stoyan Mladenov. Roger, nice little one-touch. Martinez overruns the play on the far side. So centrally for the Rhinos, it's Mladenov and Lennon Steenkamp. Pato starting on the left, and Ray Martinez on the right. Sam, your thoughts on that formation?
I think last week's game against Puerto Rico at home, when Pato went on the left side, just made things happen. He has more room to do his magic.
Ball's played back to Chris Gores. He's at the top of the 18. Slips on the kick there, but it goes over midfield. Headed there by McCarthy. Sanfilippo able to knock it back over midfield. Offsides there on Roger as we see some pinball action here. The first offsides of the night. We're in the 3rd minute from Juan Ramon Lubriel Stadium in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. No score.
So that means I got to put a little 1 there, right?
Again, these stats are very unofficial with Soccer Sam in charge. Long ball here. Pelguda solid in the air. Wins it. Puerto Rico with a left-footed shot. Just wide of the net. Pelguda tried to one-time the ball out of danger, went right to number 20, Alejandro Gonzalez. He had a left-footed shot, and he hit it with the outside of the foot, so it was swerving in towards the goal.
It was cutting in. I think it hit the bar. I mean, I think Scotty Jen said, hey, I got it, no problem, but it was kind of spinning wet ground. It's a little soggy. We walked the grass earlier today, Joe and I, and it's really soggy in that area where the Rhinos are defending right now.
It's been raining consistently or steady since about 5 o'clock today, so the field will take a beating. We saw the keeper, Dan Kennedy, slip, and there was Scott Bell on his goal kick slipping, so there could be some issues with the footing tonight here. Long ball into the box. Bell comes off, reads the play, sees the play well. Now he's pushing everybody up into the attack. He'll give it a boot downfield. Rhinos training yesterday for about an hour and a half, loosening up after that long flight here to Puerto Rico. Gore steps in, high kick over midfield. And they're calling offsides on Drew McCarthy. That's a tough call there. The ball was about 8 miles high, but I guess the referee's assistant has enough time to check out the players on the field. Offsides there. Rivera slips on the long ball there from Schweitzer, but it rolls out of play on the wet turf here in Puerto Rico. And the turf, you mentioned the turf, Sammy. It's wet, but it's also very loose grass. It's not a very solid grass here in Puerto Rico, so look for some grass to come up or some divots to play here tonight.
It's like Florida grass, I call it. You know, it's just ready. It's like a bad turf.
Juninho long ball looking for McCarthy. Bonsu puts the leg out but can't get it. McCarthy still with the ball. Rivera pushing up the corner of the 18 on the far side. Cuts around the Rhinos defense. Great footed shot. Saved by Scott Bell and Rivera already. We're seeing him push up into the attack. leaving Puerto Rico with 3 defenders in the back. We'll see if Rochester can capitalize again with the Rivera attack, but he's dangerous when he goes up. We've also got to mark him. He's a threat attacking for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, with the wet ground, these guys aren't afraid to shoot from far out.
Another offsides is Roger. I thought he was even with the last defender, but offsides again. That's his second one of the evening. The officials, by the way, tonight are Joe Carosio, referee's assistant Tony Lopez, Jesus Lebron, and the fourth official, Brian Pochel. San Filippo wins the ball in there, looking to head it to Miller, but Zuleta climbs up over the back of the Rhino forward and clears it away for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Now this is Zuleta again at the top of the 18. Long ball down the near flank. Headed away there by Pelguda to Bonsu. Bonsu now at midfield for the Rhinos. Little chip ball looking for Roger. He's got some space here in the corner. Gores chasing him down. 2 strong players going head to head. Gores hands all over the back of Roger. He'll play it back to Pato. Pato changing it now to Steenkamp. About 25 yards out. Steenkamp back to Pato. Nice little chip. Great combination here from Steenkamp to Roger. Roger left-footed cross off of Gores and cleared away here now by Delgado coming up with the ball for the Islanders. Long ball looking to free McCarthy, but Bonsu able to head the ball away. But it's won there by Bardalis. Now here's Juninho playing central midfield. Tries it around the Reynolds defense to Bardalis. No offsides call here by the Islanders. Left-footed shot! Just wide of the net. Valo sees it go wide. Nice counterattack started by Noah Delgado. And the Puerto Rico Islanders quickly counter the Rochester Rhinos defense.
So they hit the side of the net. The fans here in Puerto Rico erupted. The 5,000 or 6,000 fans that are here already just were going crazy, thinking it went in the net, but it was just a little wide. Scotty Joe had the corner covered, but it just hit the side of the net. Great stuff there, but a little defensive error there, giving away the ball in front there. You can't do this. These guys are too dangerous.
Alejandro Gonzalez, former member of teams in Holland, France, and Spain with the dangerous shot. He wins the header there, but Zuleta able to clean up the mess. And Pelguda calls for the foul, jumping over the back of Alejandro Gonzalez. So free kick here for the Islanders at midfield on the near side. And look at Steenkamp.
He's fired up.
He is ready to play. Grabbing Delgado, saying, no, we're not going with a quick restart here. It'll be Zuleta at midfield. On the near side, long ball into the box. Bonsu and McCarthy battling. I think Bonsu did just enough there to force McCarthy off the ball.
Enough body, baby. You got to use the body.
Falls into the arms of Valo. Throws it out to Martinez, streaking forward. Good switch of the play here to Pato. Corner of the 18 on the near side. Pato, right-footed shot! Just over the bar. Pato. Crafty little work there. Giving Dan Kennedy a bit of a scare and a great ball from Ray Martinez. Switching the whole run of play.
Ray Boom Boom Martinez sees his teammate Pato. His translator gives him a perfect ball. Pato cuts right, takes a wild shot, was going for the upper left-hand corner, but just went a little high.
Pato one-on-one with Rafael Ortiz here on the near side. Again, Pato playing left midfield just over the bar in the 8th minute. No score, Rochester and Puerto Rico. Kennedy gets all of this one about 30 yards away from the Rhinos' goal. Roger gets a little flick on the head. It falls to Pato. Nice one-touch forward to Miller. On the near sideline here, back to Pato at midfield. Then Steenkamp just inside the center circle to Bonsu. Nice movement of the ball here by the Rhinos. Here's San Filippo over midfield now on the far side. Through ball for Ray Martinez. He's onside. Far side just outside the box. Crossed in. It's to Pato. Top of the 18. Pato right-footed shot. Saved by Dan Kennedy, and Pato is finding the opportunities. But letting Steenkamp also wide open there. Pato had just laid it off for the Rhinos midfielder.
Steenkamp and Miller.
McCarthy and Bonsu tangle on top of the 18. And we're getting a call here, a direct kick. They're saying Bonsu was holding up Drew McCarthy. It's about 20 yards away, dead center from the Rhinos goal. Should be a dangerous opportunity here for the Islanders. And I thought Bonsu and McCarthy were both getting tangled up in there.
Yeah, the wet ground, Joe. But what action? You're going from one end to the other.
Free kick here for Puerto Rico. Looks like it's Gonzalez taking the kick. Juninho also stepping over the ball. We'll see what happens there for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Juninho and Gonzalez, 9th minute, 20 yards out. Dead center here, free kick. It's a direct kick for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Gonzalez left-footed shot, deflected off of Doug Miller, who's in the Rhinos wall. And Miller out of play there. It's a corner kick now for the Puerto Rico Islanders, and we've got some interference here from Ron Ramon Lubriel Stadium. We'll try and sort out these technical difficulties. They've been working on the phone lines all day, and we'll see if there's a problem with the connection here. Corner kick now for the Islanders. It's Juninho. Far side. Serves the ball into the box. Valo off his line, but it's headed away by Lennon Steenkamp. There's Gonzalez. Now to Juninho. High in the box. Valo wins it at the 6. Good save there by the Rhinos keeper. Quick restart, but it's off the back of Pato. Steenkamp is there to pick it up for the Rhinos. Steenkamp approaching midfield. Plays a long ball looking for Miller, but Rivera breaks it up for the Islanders. Coming in now is Rivera over midfield. Nice one touch with Delgado. Juninho to McCarthy. 20 yards out. Dead center. Right footed shot. Just wide of the net. As Schweitzer and Bonsu, a little confusion there. As no one marking the big striker Drew McCarthy, who's played for the Cape Cod Crusaders, was a teammate with Scott Palguda. And dangerous opportunity there for the Puerto Rico Islanders. McCarthy, a big striker. Can't leave him open like that. 11th minute, no score from Puerto Rico. Rhinos and the Islanders, and really good action both ways for both sides.
Great stuff, Joe. Up and down, a lot of action. I think I got the phone thing fixed.
Thank you. Steenkamp with the flick, but it's headed away there by Zuleta. Bonsu up in the air again. Lennon Steenkamp takes it for Rochester, but stolen by Gonzalez. Long ball for Bardalas. Corner of the 18. Rhinos chasing him, and he shoots it with the right foot. Way wide and high. Rochester defensively, the central and the outside defenders really not on the same page early on.
Yeah, they're struggling there. Paul Buda thought the man was way offside. He looked for the referee. The linesman didn't lift his flag. So what are you gonna do? But poor judgment there with the shot. He had a lot of time. Could have easily cut it back into the middle and taken a nice left to the shot.
Laurie Calloway pacing the sidelines, yet to sit down here in the first 12 minutes. And fans wondering back in Rochester, is he wearing a suit tonight?
He's wearing a sweatsuit. He's wearing the Joma or Homa rain gear came in. He's wearing that. It's pouring out there.
It came in at a perfect time. Again, the rain has been consistent since 5 o'clock. Actually, since about 5 o'clock yesterday. We haven't had those beautiful sunny days everyone's been telling us about.
You're messing up my tan.
Here's Frankie Sanfilippo at midfield, left-footed, looking for Miller. It's over his head, and it runs harmlessly to Dan Kennedy, the keeper for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Puerto Rico's had a tough start to the year, playing Montreal twice, Rochester 3 in a row. No favors by the schedule makers in the USL.
Definitely. But get it over with. You know, play the two best teams in the league, get it over with. Joe, I had to go in the press box over there. Some guy was trying to tap off our phone lines to make a call. I gave him a quarter. It's there, buddy. It's a payphone down the hall.
Sammy does it all here. 13th minute at Bayamon. The Islanders with the ball on the near side. Ortiz left-footed cross into the box. McCarthy's open again, but Bonsu reads the play well. Able at the last second to flick it out of danger. And they're going to say it came off of McCarthy, so no corner kick for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Sponsors of these Rhinos broadcasts include Auto Depot USA, unbeatable prices, and an unbeatable reputation. The Clarion Riverside Hotel, close to Frontier Field, ask about their $69 spectator rate. And Lakeside Country Club, golf along scenic Cayuga Lake, East Lake Road in Penn. So goal kick for the Rochester Rhinos, Scott Valo. We'll take it here, and definitely taking his time here on the road, not looking to rush anything. Low kick there by Valo, just gets to midfield on the ground, but it's taken away by the Islanders. Here's Juninho, now he's pushing more central. Rivera overlapping on the far side with the left foot, corner of the 18. Bonsu comes over to help him. Get and go, read well there by Scott Schweitzer. Now the Rhinos counter. Here's Ray Martinez approaching midfield, taken down from behind, and the referee will make the call. Joe Carosio gives the call to the Rhinos. But look who got the worst of the kick. The kick was Juninho, still down on the field. He's the one who took down Ray Martinez.
I think when he slid him from behind, but I think Ray's back at his heel hit him upper shin area, and sometimes those shin guards don't work. You know, one thing I hit so hard in my shin, somebody hit me on my right head, my right side, I cracked my left shin guard. It's awful. It's so painful.
The Rhinos have dressed 18 players tonight. We did travel with 19. Jonathan Bolanos, I guess you'd say he's the odd man out this evening, but good to have that depth for another game coming up on Sunday. Sanfilippo free kick, corner of the 18. Roger lets it go over his head, where Gores will win it. Left foot boots it deep to midfield now for the Islanders, and Sanfilippo again in the air wins the challenge for the Rhinos. There's Juninho, nice little one touch on the outside, but Pato reads it so well. Feeds the ball here, and it takes a bad bounce off the turf. Looking for Ray Martinez, who's shifted over here to the left side. Looks like Milanoff will go out to the right for a bit now with the Rochester midfield. Talguda pushing up. Big, strong defender, the rookie from Cornell University, wins the throw-in for the Rhinos. 35 yards out in Puerto Rico territory. Did a good job knocking Melitza off the ball.
Definitely. Third straight start for this young kid.
Passos behind the defense on the near side, just inside the 18, over the end line. There'll be a goal kick coming out for the Puerto Rico Islanders, and for a second there, Islanders defense falling asleep on the throw-in.
And they let Pato just do his thing in the box, and it just took a weird bounce on the turf there. But Pato's looking great on his left side here. I love him there. I think he's so creative on the outside. Usually you don't see that with the outside midfielder, but you got kind of like three guys in the middle now that could do magic, and it's unheard of at this level.
Very talented midfield, and it should be dangerous once they start to gel. Long goal kick here from Dan Kennedy. Steenkamp, great job to get up in the air and win it for Rochester. Roger was pushed from behind, but they're going to call it on him against Chris Gore. So a free kick coming up for the Puerto Rico Islanders. A lot of contact here in the first 16 minutes.
Yeah, they're playing Roger pretty physical. They're on him tight. They realize he's the target man up front. He's the feed man, and he's working off Miller. He's looking for Miller, and it's just not happening. He's not getting the ball.
Free kick again for the Islanders. Zuleta taking the kick. He's the guy who scored last week in the 3-1 win for the Rhinos. Puerto Rico scoring on a corner kick. Rivera off his head, able to jump in the air in front of Martinez. Red here by Zuleta. Headed forward. Bardalas is behind the Rhinos defense, top of the 18. Good recovery there by the Rhinos defender. Scott Schweitzer takes down Bardalas, but the ball rolls to Scott Velo. And again, Puerto Rico finding some space in the middle of the Rochester defense. Juninho now, bad throw by Velo. 1v1 against Sanfilippo. Crosses into the box, and Schweitzer clears it again for Rochester. The Rhinos defense under a bit of pressure here in the first 17 minutes. Puerto Rico content to really send the ball deep into Rhinos territory and see what happens. Slide tackle there. It's Gonzalez now for Puerto Rico. Here's Juninho. On the far side with the ball, Martinez takes a swipe at him, and it's won there by Sanfilippo. No call, will continue to play. Martinez long ball looking for Miller. Zuleta steps in front of Doug Miller. Heads it to the far side, and Rivera can't keep it in. A throw-in for the Rochester Raging Rhinos. And Schweitzer a couple times now having his hands full, keeping up, kind of cleaning up the mess back there on defense.
Yeah, he's working hard back there, making things happen. That could have been, easily a penalty kick, a home call. I was surprised the ref didn't call it.
Roger and Gore is on the throw-in, far side near the corner flag. And let's see, the referee's assistant has his flag up in the air. It's going to come out again against Roger. So he has not had much luck with these officials tonight.
Well, with the wet grounds, Joe, I think Roger's first game, first regulation game he's played in a long time. I think he's struggling out there with the wet turf.
Roger has played in England, Scotland, spent some time in China before coming to join the Rochester Raging Rhinos. Response to it, the 18 will neatly lay it back to Scott Vell with the right foot. Hits it to midfield. Rivera up over the back of Roger. He finally gets the call that he needs. Quick start. Martinez looking for Miller at the corner of the 18. But Gores is there to step in front of Doug Miller and take it away for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Gores very slow coming out. Gets the kick away, but Miller with enough pressure. Talguda with the head forward looking for Martinez. Offsides call. They're saying Martinez came from an offsides position. Miller was offside, but no way was Ray Martinez offsides on that play. But Puerto Rico, quick restart. Bardalas now. Corner of the 18 on the far side. Good step there by Bonfu. Ball to Juninho. Far side. Now plays it central. There's Bardalas. Right footed shot. It's in! What a blistering shot for the Puerto Rico Islanders. 35 yards out. No chance for Scott Velo. As Puerto Rico takes a 1-0 lead in the 19th minute. The Islanders taking advantage of that gap centrally for the Rochester Raging Rhinos. They lead 1-0 here in Bayamon.
Joe Bardalas, man, what a shot. Just a blast, man. Out upper corner. Val was diving up in the air, but he had nobody on him, nobody marking him. Nobody figured he was going to take a shot from 35 yards out. He hits it, and with the wet ground or whatever, just got under it. Just upper corner. Beautiful goal.
May have been Melitza. We'll take a look at the official score on that. But it's 1-0 Puerto Rico in the 19th minute as the Islanders, a 35-yard rocket, blistering behind Scott Valo. Rochester now a foul call at midfield. Milanoff with a quick restart. Roger, slide tackle by Juninho. You can see the extra step now in the Puerto Rico Islanders. Long ball looking for McCarthy. He's behind Palguda. On the near side, leaves it off here to Gonzalez. Now Gonzalez back to Ortiz. Corner of the 18. Again, central for the Islanders there, but it's cleared away by McCarthy. Serves it into the box. No one there but Juninho. Again, here is Martinez. 35 yards out center. He's marked. Right-footed shot. Velo tips it over the bar. And again, Puerto Rico likes to play it outside, then quickly back inside. Quick, hard shot there by Melissa. Number 19 for the Islanders, and Velo's got to do his best to tip it over the bar.
I'll tell you, Scotty Velo, what a save. That was another one. Upper corner, coming in hard. He just dove and just barely tipped it over.
Great pace here in the first 20 minutes. 1-0 in the 20th minute. Corner kick now for the Puerto Rico Islanders, and a late arriving crowd. But they're coming in here, folks. It's Juninho. Corner kick now on the far side for the Islanders. Serves it into the box. Up in the air, no one there. Velo comes off his line. It's off the line. It's cleared away there by Steenkamp. Juninho gets the ball, but he's in an offside position. Dangerous scramble there, and Gores is furious with the official.
Yeah, he's saying, hey, that came from their guy, man. Their defender passed it to him, but...
That's true. That's a great point. So it'll be a free kick coming out here for the Rochester Raging Rhinos. Wow, good pressure here from Puerto Rico early on at home, trying to impress the home fans.
Joe, it's so tough to see the Puerto Rico numbers and the white jerseys. You're doing a fantastic job, buddy.
It's a white jersey with a silver number, and then with the glare of the lights, very difficult to tell. I know it was either Melissa or Vardalas who scored, so we'll see what happens.
Seems like everybody was giving him the high five, so that's why I went with him. But, Joe, I'll tell you the binoculars. I know your neighbors had them taken away from you after their third arrest, but you need binoculars in a situation like this.
Again, we are way sky high here at the stadium, and again, in the corner, and the goal was scored on the far side, so we'll do our best to get through here. Here's Ortiz, gets around Pato and crosses into the box, and it's won there by Scott Velo. A little too close to the Rhinos keeper. Velo, quick throw here to Pato. Pato in the midfield now to Stoyan Mladenoff, playing around here in the center circle. Roger, not sure where that ball was going, and Rivera wins it for Puerto Rico. The Puerto Rico defense really has not taken any chances sending balls deep and sending them quick into the Rhino zone. Here's Palguda. Miller lets it run through, but Gores is there for the Islanders. Here's Vardalas. Now to Gonzalez on the near side, about 35 yards out. Served into the box. Good step there by Frankie Sanfilippo. Falls back to Scott and Velo, the Rhinos keeper. Here's Steenkamp on the far side, right in front of the Rhinos bench. Lennon looking for Roger, checks back to the ball, lays it off to Ray Martinez. Quick one-touch looking for Miller, but Zuleta is back there for the Islanders. Good picking up defensively by the Islanders' defense on Roger and Doug Miller.
Yeah, good pressure on Miller. They'll force the man to kick it out of bounds in our ball. Nice.
Roger, quick one-touch to Ray Martinez. He's grabbed across the chest by Rivera. Rivera's got his hands full with I guess the birthday boy today.
The birthday boy. Practice the other day. Every time the guys hit it over the bar, instead of saying field goal, he kept saying touchdown, touchdown. He's a character.
It's the free kick for the Rhinos. Mladenoff and Pato is on the far side, even with the 18-yard line at the sideline, about a yard off the sideline. So it'll be a cross into the box by Pato or Mladenoff. Mladenoff runs over the ball. Pato crosses into the box. It's deep into the box there. Dan Kennedy tips it over the 6-yard box, and it's run here by Martinez on the near side near the corner flag. Martinez with Ortiz. Now at the corner of the 18. Drives it inside the box looking for Miller, but he's offside. Will continue to play as Kennedy wins the ball for the Islanders. Long punt downfield looking for Vardalas. Stepped in there by Scott Schweitzer. So a bit of a new look defensively for the Rhinos. Schweitzer played in Vancouver. Didn't play last week, but he's back in there with Bonsu, Sanfilippo, and Palguda. We'll see how they gel. Vardalas, top of the 18, looking for McCarthy. Cleared away there by Bonsu over the end line. Corner kick now coming up for the Islanders. 24th minute. Puerto Rico 1, Rochester nothing. Goal in the 19th minute by Melissa on a 35-yard rocket for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Crossed into the box, flicked on there by McCarthy. Off his head will be a goal kick coming up for the Rhinos. Scott Velo behind, and again taking his time here. Very wet night. The rain continues to pour here. Before kickoff was 86 degrees, 87% humidity. very muggy conditions here to play soccer.
Joe, I'm sweating. Today I lost another chin. I mean, I'll tell you. Stay here for a couple of weeks, I'll almost look normal again, I think.
He's like the Jack LaLanne of Puerto Rico. Long ball taken there by the Islanders. This is Juninho. Crosses into the box. Read there by Schweitzer. He's broken up countless plays here in the first half. And San Filippo is becoming famous for that slide tackle on the far side. Prevents a corner kick. But Puerto Rico does pick up a throw-in deep in Rochester territory. Rivera to Bardalas. Bardalas trying to turn. Can't get it away there. Served in the box off the hand of the Rhinos defender. They're looking for a penalty kick, but it's going to be a corner kick instead. Good job there by Bardalas. He uses strength to fight off a strong defender in Bantu.
I tell you, Puerto Rico's putting some major pressure in the box here. They're just going after the middle of the game. They're going after Bantu's man constantly, and maybe they figure, hey, he's a rookie for the Rhinos.
Corner kick, Juninho. Like in the box, scores, looking for a piece of the ball, but it's cleared away by the Rhinos defense. It falls to Rivera. Fires with the left foot. Offside position, Bardalas, and Rochester comes with another free kick. So Puerto Rico quite a few offsides. Same as Rochester. Here's Martinez now crossing midfield on the near side. Slide tackle there by Gonzalez. He wins it. And Zuleta will play it back to Dan Kennedy. Starting in the next, Michael Ulche, the starter last year for Puerto Rico. Now a backup with the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars.
I saw that. It was nice.
Here's Bardalas on the far side. Schweitzer, nice little chip, wins the ball away from Bardalas. Over the end line into the Rhinos bench. It'll be a throw-in for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Rhinos with 7 men on the bench. That's not a bad number to come with on the road. It's Bardalas now with Schweitzer grabbing his arm. Now it's Malitza coming back towards midfield. Inside the center circle, Zuleta for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Comes into Rochester territory. Nice ball with the outside of the right foot to Ortiz. Ortiz against Palguda on the near side. Approaching the corner of the 18. Good combination play there by Palguda and Pato. Pato now with the ball for the Rhinos. Inside to Lennon Steenkamp. He'll play it back on the near side here. Scott Palguda cuts around. Gonzalez flips, but still gets the ball to Lennon Steenkamp. Left foot inside to Pato. Good movement by the Rhinos midfielders. Playing all over the field. Taken away, though, by the Islanders. McCarthy looking to free up Bardalas. There's San Filippo coming all the way across the field to play 1v1 with Bardalas. They're going to call a foul on Frankie San Filippo. His hands all over the back of Bardalas, so another free kick deep in Rochester territory for the Puerto Rico Islanders.
Frankie just flew from one end of the field to the other to come and try to get the ball for the man. He was using his body well, and Frankie tried to go around him, couldn't go around him, figured, hey, give him a little tug on the shirt, see what happens.
Did prevent the attack for the Islanders, so we'll see what happens here. It's Gonzalez taking the free kick. It's almost a corner kick on the near side here, about 3 yards off the corner kick marker here for the Islanders. Ball served in the box, deep, with the header. And it's just wide of the net by the Islanders as Zuleta was pushing up again. Loves to come up on those restarts and get his head on the ball. Vela watches it sail wide to his right, so a goal kick for the Rhinos. 28th minute here from Puerto Rico. Other sponsors of these Rhino broadcasts include Marina Dodge at 943 Ridge Road in Webster. Chase Pickett, home of the lifetime tool warranty, and Faber Homes. See what they have to offer at faberhomes.com. Goal kick for the Rhinos, 28th minute. Vela with the kick now. From his right side, won there by Gonzalez. But Schweitzer sends it deep into Puerto Rico's box. Kennedy watches it. Wow, dangerous play there. Plays it off the chest at the goal line. And this wet conditions, you never know. You slip, that thing's going in the back of the net. Schweitzer or Kennedy with the long punt. Bonsu backtracking. San Filippo goes to the right. Bonsu plays central now. With some time, sends a long ball looking to free Martinez. And the ball goes off the referee's assistant, so we're out of bounds here. A throw-in for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Rivera and Martinez. That's been a nice matchup in the first 29 minutes.
These guys are magic together.
Throw in there. Bardalas off the head of San Filippo. Long high kick there by Bonsu. Gores and Roger get tangled up, and Roger again gets the foul called against him. So a free kick for the Islanders. This is Juninho at midfield. Bardalas with the pressure from Frankie San Filippo. He slips, and Mladenoff comes away with the ball for the Rhinos. Here's Bonsu on the right side in front of the Rhinos bench. Long ball. Roger, can he get to it? Gore steps over. He's going to play it up high in the air inside the box, and we'll see what happens here. Kennedy with the head at the corner of the 6. And the referee's assistant has his flag up in the air, and Roger is going to get a talking to from the official. He's going to get a verbal here. No yellow card coming out yet, and I think he was interfering with Dan Kennedy as he went up for the head ball.
Just, that was kind of a weak call, because, basically the goalie couldn't touch with his hands. He's a free man. He had to use his head. And that's it. So, I know he's a goalie. You got to protect your goalie, but it's fair game. He just was going up for a header, body to body.
Roger continues at this clip. Wouldn't be surprised to see him with a yellow card here as we go on. He has been the center of every call against the Rhinos.
Yeah, he's a very physical player so far tonight.
Kennedy with the restart for Puerto Rico. T-Bone, Chapet Bonsu with Juninho now. Chips into the box. Schweitzer heads it away from Bardalas. It's now to Bonsu for the Rhinos. Plays it to midfield, no one there, but Bardalas. Playing it now with some time. Bardalas on the near side to Gonzalez. Belcuda closes him down. We'll go back to Bardalas. Play it around to Melitza. 35 yards out. Top of the 18. McCarthy tries to turn to his right. But Steenkamp there to read it for the Rhinos. Pato, quick one touch looking for Miller. Broken up by Zuleta. But Pato gets the 4 pass from Zuleta. Restarts the Rhinos attack. It's Pelguda. He'll go all the way back to Scott Vallow. Miller, not too many touches here in the first half.
He's not getting good service, Joe. He's trying to get open, but they're not seeing him in the wet ground. They're just hitting it.
Passing a bit off the mark for Doug Miller. Loves to streak through, just a pace behind or ahead of Doug Miller. We'll see how that works out. Schweitzer. Bonsu now on the right side. San Filippo central with Scott Schweitzer. Mladenoff checks back to the ball at midfield. Here's Schweitzer, 35 yards out, dead center. Knocking it around with San Filippo. Long ball. Looking for Martinez. Zuleta with the push, no call. But the ball will come to Pato. Talguta pushing up on the overlap on the near side. Pato gets it to him. Nice little chip over the defense. Ball skips away from Scott Talguta and over the end line. Goal kick coming up for the Puerto Rico Islanders. 32nd minute, 1-0. Puerto Rico leads Rochester. Sponsors of these broadcasts include Nextel, helping groups get things done. Call 800-NEXTEL-9. Vision Nissan. See your vision online today. That's myvision.com. And the Harrow East Athletic Club on the web at harroweast.com. I'm Joe Giuliano with Soccer Sam from Puerto Rico. 32nd minute. 1-0 Puerto Rico. As Kennedy with the long boot off the head of Talguda to Gonzalez. McCarthy, top of the 18, lets the ball run through. Mladenoff, smart enough to read the play, wins the ball for the Rhinos. Ray Martinez, 3 players around him, nowhere to go as it's knocked out of bounds. A throw-in for the Rhinos. I think after that performance last week, Puerto Rico knows Martinez is a guy to be marked.
Yeah, they're watching him fight, and he's all over the place. He wants to score so bad today. It's his birthday. He's excited. This is not happening.
Bonsu inside. Mladenoff slips. It's taken away by Gonzalez for the Islanders. Here's Rivera on the far side. He's crossing midfield right now with some time. Plays it forward. Bad pass there. San Filippo reads it. Steenkamp with the head, looking for some help, but Rivera breaks it up for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Steenkamp changing the run of play to Pato inside the center circle. Through ball. Looking for Martinez, but Gores clears it away with the right foot. Gores is 2v1 versus the Rhinos defense as Zuleta slipped on the wet surface.
Hey, Joe, this is where Jason Perry's specialty. Unfortunately, Jason's home with some kind of flu. Didn't make the trip. And hopefully he's going to get better soon. But Pelguda will be doing this throw-in.
Pelguda, big, strong defender. He's got him a long throw-in here. Well, we'll go short, looking for Steenkamp. Chips it forward, looking for Miller, but he's offside. There'll be a free kick coming out here for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Puerto Rico, a bit of offsides play here in the first half of Rochester with their fair share.
Yeah, Joe, the stats right now, I don't know how official they are, but it's pretty close. But they're playing Doug tight. They're just jumping up like the last second and catching him offside. They know that the goal is to give him that through ball. They know it's not coming in at Doug in the air. That's coming on the ground, and they're just kind of reading it well.
Hugo Maradona, Laurie Kelly, both coaches pacing the sidelines here. Kennedy with the restart slips again. So this side of the field has been very soft. Right-footed shot by the Islanders. Bardalas, quick right-footed shot as it bounced between Schweitzer and San Filippo. And Schweitzer, or Vallow, furious with his defense there for getting Bardalas that opportunity.
Another fantastic opportunity. Just rifles it again from
35, maybe 40 yards out.
Yes, that.
Killing it, and he's just taking advantage of the wet surface, thinking it's going to take a bounce and slide.
Bardala is a member of the Galaxy from 99 to 2003. A nice job here tonight. At midfield now, it's Zuleta for the Islanders. To Gonzalez here on the near side. He'll cross midfield to Bardales. Bardales looking for some help. Ortiz overlapping, but forced back here to Zuleta. Pushes the ball deep in Rochester territory. Pelguda with the head. This is Ortiz here. Check that it's Bardales on the near side. Pushes off Doug Miller. Miller, great job to step in front of the Puerto Rico player, and Pelguda cleans it up. Again, good teamwork by the Rhinos defense. Here's Martinez on the far side. 1v1 with Rivera. Martinez with the magic feet. Now slows the plate. Oh, great cutback by Ray Martinez. Tried to free Bonsu overlapping, but Rivera steps in. Rivera still coming out now, pushing in the attack. 1v1 with Schweitzer on the far side. Rivera pushes to his right. True ball. Left-footed shot by the Islanders and saved by Scott Vallow. Tonight we're seeing Alexis Rivera push up into the attack and be much more dangerous, much more effective than we saw him at Frontier Field.
Rhinos defenders, Joe, are coming up. Bonsu's coming up, trying to get that goal, that tying goal, and unfortunately they're countering so quickly.
Here's Ray Martinez. Good ball to the overlapping Roger on the far side. Crosses into the box off the foot of Rivera. Martinez lays it off to Milanov. Top of the 18 with the left foot. Steenkamp tries to take the right foot shot, but he's jammed there. The Islanders come away with the ball. Here's Bardales. Over midfield now. Sanfilippo shifting over. Bardales and Sanfilippo. It's corner of the 18 on the near side. They'll play it back now to Ortiz. Ortiz plays it central to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with some time. Slow dribble forward. He's got Juninho now. Corner of the 18 on the far side. Bonsu steps over to defend. Juninho crosses inside. Right-footed shot. Over the bar there. And again, Puerto Rico playing it outside, inside on the Rhinos and getting some good looks at the goal.
And Vallow is like screaming at Bonsu right now, like bad. He's like, come on, man. You got to stop these guys from coming in like this.
He's got every reason in the world. That has been some poor defending early on here by the Rhinos. As Puerto Rico, 20 yards out, we see from 35 yards out what they can do. From 20 yards out, much more dangerous, and Vallow every right to scream at his defenders.
I tell you, Joe, the outside defenders, Pelguda, and right now T-Bone's kind of playing more outside with Schweitzer and Frankie in the middle, Sanfilippo in the middle.
Through ball here, it's Bardales, top of the 18, and look at the recovery speed by Frankie Sanfilippo. He's tossed down by Bardales, and Bardales had 2 steps on him, but Sanfilippo's great recovery speed able to come back for the Rhinos.
What speed there. So what I was saying, though, is that both T-Bone and Pelguda are coming into the attack immediately. They're in the defensive end, Puerto Rico's defensive end, and then you have 2 guys in back, but Puerto Rico comes at you so fast that all of a sudden it's just Schweitzer and Frankie Sanfilippo back there.
With numbers coming at them. Roger's been tracking back to receive the ball here, Miller, and that's just a little early on, blues for Miller and Roger, not used to one another. Trying to put the combination, but played behind Roger.
Miller gave him the hey, I'm sorry, buddy, misread you kind of thing, but what are you going to do?
Headed by Sanfilippo to Bonsu, up over his head, looking for some help there, and Roger again taking down the Puerto Rico player. Free kick here for the Islanders right in front of the Rhinos bench. 38th minute from Bayamon, Puerto Rico. It's the Islanders 1, the Rhinos nothing. Good play here by really both teams attacking both ways.
Very entertaining game for both teams, and the fans are on their feet.
Here is Gores inside his own half of the field. Plays it out right at the midfield stripe. Here's Ortiz on the near side. Challenge here by Pato. Now here's Juninho, who shifted over to the right side. He'll play it all the way now back to Ortiz. Long ball from the Islanders looking for McCarthy. One up in the air there by Pelguda. Pato with the kick gets the ball. Left-footed service now from Milanov to Ray Martinez on the near side. It's Martinez and Zuleta. Right in front of us here at the corner flag on the near side. And Martinez immediately double-teamed by Ortiz and Zuleta. One there by the Islanders.
Yeah, I don't think you saw Ortiz coming in.
Rochester gets possession again. It's Milanov looking for Ray Martinez. And it goes over the corner line here, so it leaves a goal kick for the Puerto Rico Islanders. And as soon as that ball hits the wet surface, it's just taken off.
Ray lost his footing and he grabbed the corner flag, and the actual flag came off, and the fans reacted.
Is there a fine for that, you think?
In Puerto Rico, I don't think so. In Rochester, maybe. Goal kick for the Islanders. Dan Kennedy setting up here. He's flipped a couple of times on these goal kicks. We'll see if he gets his footing. 39th minute, check it, 40th minute now. 1-0 Islanders. Kennedy with the long boot. Nice kick to the Rhinos. 35-1 there by Schweitzer. Looking to free up Pato on the near side here, but Ortiz comes back, lets it run out of play. Throw in for the Islanders. The crowd not happy with Pato for grabbing the back of Ortiz. He's frustrated. Can't get the looks that he wants tonight. Schweitzer chasing down Bardalas on the near side. Bardalas trying to get around Schweitzer off of his thigh over the end line now. A goal kick coming up for the Rhinos. Scott Vale, now they give Scott Schweitzer the thumbs up, saying good job.
I tell you, this Puerto Rico team is a real exciting team to watch. You don't see the beauty of them at Frontier because the field's so small, but they play just like beautiful European-style soccer.
Long kick, Roger. Challenge there with Zuleta. And it's off the head of, let's see, it'll go off of Zuleta, so throw in for the Rhinos. Roger gets the call finally. Salguda now pushing up 35 yards out with the throw in on the near side. Roger, good turn, 3 defenders around him. He's taken down, and that's where his big, strong physique is going to help him with that kind of challenge. Mladenov, top of the 18 to Steenkamp, dead center. Len Steenkamp with the right foot shoots! Blocked away there by Chris Gores, but it falls to Roger here on the near side. Roger, great move. Left-footed cross, looking for anyone there, but Zuleta clears it away for the Islanders. No one crashing the net for the Rhinos, and nifty little footwork by the big guy, Roger.
Yeah, he just lifted it and kind of went left-sided with it. Just kind of ran out of gas when it came to the pass, but it is soggy in the corners here. These guys are, working hard.
Throwing now for the Puerto Rico Islanders, Rafael Ortiz. Looking for some help. Gets it to Bardalas. Played back to Ortiz. Ball still in play. Pato gets possession here for Rochester. Crossing midfield. Pato still with the ball. Just outside the center circle. Changes the run of play to the far side. It's Bonsu. Pushing up now into the attack. Bonsu cross the top of the 18. Ray Martinez tries to lay it off for Miller, but it goes to Steenkamp instead. Pato, right-footed shot. Just can't make connection. Nice combination there of a Pato with the finishing touch. A bit off the mark.
Nice. I mean, Martinez faked it. It went to Pato. Pato had a chance to rifle it, but again, it's just the ball was slipping. It was spinning wet.
Goal kick again for Puerto Rico. Kennedy with the boot over midfield. Good win there by Scott Salguda. Roger up in the air. Gets the flick to Pato. Pato looking for Martinez on that far side, but Rivera and Zuleta step in to clear it away for the Islanders. Schweitzer, nice header to Pato. Can't play it over to Roger, so the Puerto Rico Islanders take possession with Gonzalez at midfield. McCarthy checking back for the ball, but too much pressure there from San Filippo. He wins it for the Rhinos.
He's so fired up, Frankie San Filippo. I just love this kid.
Here is Stoyan Mladenov. Plays it to Bonsu at midfield on the far side. Back to Stoyan Mladenov. Nowhere to go, so he'll play it all the way back to San Filippo. Rochester knocking it around, looking for that gap at this time.
Yeah, Stoyan's playing more of a defensive role tonight. I'm not used to seeing him playing in the middle, playing more defense than offense.
San Filippo, Schweitzer. About 10 minutes of consecutive possession here for the Rhinos. Roger checks back for the ball, 35 yards out. Now he's at the top of the 18. Roger still with the ball, looking to lay it off to Ray Martinez, but Rivera steps in with the left boot. It'll be a corner kick coming up for the Rhinos. 43rd minute from Puerto Rico. It's 1-0 Puerto Rico leading the Rochester Raging Rhinos. It looks like Mladenov, or check that, Martinez and Pato coming over for the corner kick on the far side. As the Rhinos asking for 10 yards. Ortiz is about 6 yards away. We'll see if Rochester goes short. Martinez over the ball right now. Martinez serves into the box. Steenkamp goes for the header, but it's cleared away there by Noah Delgado. Very quiet half for Delgado. Cross in the box by Mladenov, deflected off the Puerto Rico defender. Steenkamp gets the head. Miller, right-footed shot. Deflected, and it falls to the arms of Dan Kennedy. A mix-up in front of the net. The Puerto Rico defense able to protect the net for their keeper.
Len Steenkamp took a little wild bounce and got it to Miller. Just like 3 guys just jumped at him at one time. Looked like Miller hit it off his knee, but it went right to Dan Kennedy.
Kennedy, luckily there, had deflection. Miller about 8 yards out. Unable to get some pace on the shot. Ortiz with the throw-in for the Islanders. Step there by Schweitzer. No call. Will continue to play. Here's Gonzalez. Pressure from Scott Palguda. Palguda forcing him all the way back to midfield and not stopping with the pressure. Don Stu trying to win the ball for the Rhinos, and it does come to Vallow, and he's challenged there by Juninho. Great sliding save there by Scott Vallow. Quick restart now, or quick throw to Ray Martinez. Through ball looking for Steenkamp. Top of the 18. Steenkamp is taken down. We've got to see a card here. Delgado. There's at least got to be a yellow card, and we do see a yellow card here. 45th minute. And to be honest with you, I don't think Delgado had a chance. And let's see, it could have been a red. I'm not sure. I thought I saw yellow, but again, we are so far away. Delgado has hands on his head. We'll see if he's going to come off the pitch. Did you see red on that play?
It was a yellow card, Joe.
Because Delgado still looks upset. He's got his hands on his head there.
I don't think he ever got a yellow card before. They're hugging on. So my mom's going to kill me.
Great through ball there by the Rhinos. Steenkamp showing some pace on those 30-something legs.
Lionel was flying. 29 years old, Lennon Steenkamp.
Free kick here for the Rhinos. About 30 yards out to the left of the Puerto Rico keeper, Dan Kennedy. Pato Palguta with the left foot. Pato with the right-footed shot. Just wide of that, and Kennedy may have gotten a piece of it. He did. He just sent it wide of his left bar, or his left post. Great shot there from Pato. Nice save by Kennedy, who may have seen that ball coming in late from behind the wall.
The last-minute bounce there. It's just unfortunate, but Kennedy just saw it. Like you said, he just dove at the last minute, tipped it.
Corner kick. We are in stoppage time. I have not seen any sign from the official. Martinez with the cross into the box. Header. Roger, corner of the six, lays it off. This is Pato for Rochester. Chips into the box. Header. Great save by the keeper, Dan Kennedy. Cleared off the line and is offside on the Rhinos. Anthony Roger, and some scary moments for the Puerto Rico defense.
Oh, man, Joe, what action there. Roger dropped it back. Somehow it got to Miller. Miller headed it. It was going into the goal. Roger came to slide and just got cleared, and next thing you know, the flag was up.
Scary moments there for Puerto Rico as Gores and Dan Kennedy step up and congratulate each other. Good pressure by the Rhinos late here in the first half. Again, we're in stoppage time. I haven't seen any indication from the fourth official who's on the other side of the field. And that'll do it. We've played 45 minutes here from the Estadio de Juan Ramon Lubriel. At the end of one half, it's the Islanders 1, the Islanders nothing. We'll come back with our halftime festivities. You're listening to Raging Rhino Soccer on Fickle 93.3 FM.
Every generation of Volvo has been committed to safety and saving lives. Visit Best Volvo, like Volvo owner Peter Parts.
I was in a horrendous accident where an oncoming driver had fallen asleep and hit me head on. I'm absolutely convinced I would have never walked away had it been any other car.
Test drive the Volvo XC90, the world's safest SUV, only at Best Volvo, where style, safety, and all-wheel drive come together to save lives. 1500 University Avenue.
The time for a healthy you is now. And Personal Health Approach Health Wellness and Fitness Center, Rochester's brand new premier upscale health club, is the place you need to be. PHA Health Wellness and Fitness Center, located at 3450 Winton Place, is the official strength training facility for the Rochester Rhinos. Let PHA's personal trainers and exercise therapists create a personalized program that will meet your needs and goals. Call PHA Health Wellness and Fitness Center at 232-8888.
Why do you stay posted with the Post newspapers?
High school sports and see what the kids are doing and see how the teams are doing.
It's really cool when I see articles on the kids and I can clip them out and put them in a scrapbook.
For less than the cost of a cup of coffee, you can stay posted with convenient home delivery of your town's Post newspaper. Just call 442-POST to get posted.
I'm posted.
We're posted. Brighton, Pittsford, Parenton, Fairport, Irondequoit, Penfield, Greece, Gates, Chili, East Rochester, Henrietta, Brockport, and Webster Post. Call 442-POST and get posted.
What if you celebrated getting things done in your office the way you celebrate on the field?
We won the pitch. It'll be our biggest client ever.
That's cool. Maybe some celebrations are best left on the field. But when you hear this, you'll know things are getting done. To learn more about how Nextel can help you get more done, call 800-NEXTEL-9 or visit Nextel.com. Nextel. Done.
Welcome back to the Estadio de Juan Ramon Lubriel in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. I'm Joe Giuliano, filling in for Don Stevens, and I'm joined by Soccer Sam. And at the half, it's 1-0 Puerto Rico, leading the Rochester Raging Rhinos. And entertaining first half. Rochester's had some chances. Puerto Rico has capitalized on their one cannon from 35 yards out.
Yeah, that was an amazing cannon. They've had a few cannons. Valho with 2 fantastic saves. Kennedy with 1 on the direct kick there. Joe, the stats, basically, my stats aren't official. We're waiting for the official. Puerto Rico had a lot of shots. Rhinos had like 3 shots. Puerto Rico had a lot of shots, and we had 2 corner kicks. Puerto Rico had 4. The rest of it is just like, I can't keep track of this and watch this game at the same time. It's too fast.
We'll try to get through this here, folks. These stats, again, unofficial from Soccer Sam. Extremely unofficial. Let's look at the Rhinos' shots for Rochester in the first half. You've got 5 for the Rhinos. 1 corner kick for Rochester. I think it was about 3. 6 offsides for the Rhinos. And then 6 saves for Scott Vallo. Switching over to Puerto Rico here in the first half. The Islanders with 12 shots in the first half. 3 corner kicks, 4 offsides, and 2 saves for Dan Kennedy, the keeper for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Yellow cards, Noah Delgado in the 45th minute, and the goal scored by, we've got Bardales or Melissa. Again, we were so far away from the field, we couldn't tell the number. We'll get the official score for Puerto Rico, but it was in the 19th minute, a 35-yard rocket, and Puerto Rico's had a lot of shots from the center part of the field.
Yes, so they have. Right now, they have the Puerto Rican dance team there. I saw them earlier on. Nice. Very nice. Very scenic.
I think I'll be taking a break to check out the action here on the field at the Estadio de Juan Ramon Lubriel. We'll come back. We'll speak with Willie Fitzpatrick, the head coach or the assistant coach of the Rochester Raging Rhinos, a Rochester native, now coming home to work with his hometown professional team. This is Raging Rhino Soccer on Pickle 93.3 FM.
I'm Tom Rosati from Malier Chevrolet Buick. You know, the guy who always says yes. Now with a lot more to say yes to. Malier is Rochester's newest GM certified used car dealer with more than 200 General Motors certified used vehicles in stock. And with bumper-to-bumper warranty on these vehicles, you'll have the same peace of mind you have with a new car or truck. So take the short drive to Malier in Honeoye Falls or check us out at Malier.com.
Malier Chevrolet Buick. We always say yes.
Hi, this is Joe Giuliano, Rhinos radio color commentator and host of the Soccer Report. Join us every Tuesday at 6:30 for full coverage of the Rochester Raging Rhinos, Major League Soccer, and international soccer news. Give us a call every Tuesday at 346-3000. It's the Soccer Report.
Getting older can be a harrowing experience. Staying in shape just gets tougher. Why not join the downtown Harrow East Athletic Club? Memberships include aerobics, yoga, Pilates classes, whirlpools, sauna, indoor pool, squash, racquetball, 2 weight floors, cardio, indoor track, free parking, the list goes on. Don't give in, get tough. Join the Harrow East today, and they'll even waive the initiation fee. Call 546-1000. That's 546-1000, and we'll see you at the Harrow East.
The New York Lottery presents number 40.
You know, some people think I'm over the hill. Why? Just because I'm number 40? Over the hill? Take number 55. No, there's a number that's hit its limit. So when the New York Lottery says pick some numbers, I say pick number 40 and kiss that midlife crisis goodbye. Think about it. At 40, you can finally get that little red sports car you've always wanted. Get that 40-inch plasma-screen TV you had your eye on. Why not? You deserve it. All I'm saying is, life begins at 40. And maybe the next time you play the New York Lottery, it can for you too. Seriously, I can still play. And look, if you can swing it, I wouldn't mind sharing the big 4-0 with a cute little number who's, say, 25?
The New York Lottery, Lotto, Take 5, numbers, win 4, and New York's Mega Millions. We've got your number.
It's Quick Draw Thursdays in May, wherever the New York Lottery's Quick Draw is played. Every winning Quick Draw ticket purchased between 6 and 8 p.m. Thursdays is worth 50% more.
Welcome back to the Estadio de Juan Ramon Lubriel in Bayamon, Puerto Rico, just outside of San Juan. At the half, it's Puerto Rico 1, Rochester nothing. The rain has finally stopped here in Bayamon, as it was a rainy couple of days to start off the trip here for the Rochester Raging Rhinos. So again, at the half, it's 1-0 Puerto Rico leading Rochester. I'm sure this man is very busy inside the Rhinos training room. The assistant coach, Willie Fitzpatrick, and I asked him before the game tonight, You kind of went full circle, coaching in Syracuse, coaching on Canandaigua, finally coming home back to Rochester to work with your professional team here. Asking Coach Willie Fitzpatrick how it feels to be back with your local hometown team.
Good to be here in Rochester amongst a lot of people that I know in the soccer world. And very excited to be here.
You and Coach Calloway have started a great relationship, with the Syracuse Salty Dogs. Difficult transitioning to Rochester, your hometown, after Syracuse is folded.
A little sad in the situation with Syracuse. It was great people. Hopefully they come back next year or whenever. But it's great to be back in Rochester. A little less travel this time, and it's always looking forward to be around the people in the Rochester area.
Talk about your role with the Rhinos now as the assistant coach. What are some of your duties? What are, so fans can know some of the things that you do under Coach Calloway?
Maybe we speak several times a day on and off the field, and the coach sets the tone as to what he wants in practice. And then I just go and carry it out, whatever he needs. You have to be the ear and the eyes for the coach. And you just go on and do your business as best you can and be as helpful as possible.
You've done quite a bit in Rochester with soccer. Talk about some of the clubs you've been associated with, and also, where you're currently coaching besides the Rhinos.
I've been associated with the Junior Rhinos. It's a little bit difficult this year because of the commitment to the Senior Rhinos. I've been involved in the Olympic Development Program since '84. And now it's under Glenn Buckley. He's doing a fantastic job. And I've been involved with Team of Teen in the Amateur League. And I've been associated with some high school teams, Olympia. And I spent some time at Rockport College. So soccer, I've been involved in soccer going over 30 years. And it's great to see so many young players coming through our systems right now.
You see a lot of improvement in your players, at least locally out of Rochester. I know you're involved with the Mavericks, but now there's the Junior Rhinos and the Rochester Football Club. You see any drastic improvements in your local players?
Yes, I think the players are a little better prepared today than they were, I'd say, 8 years ago. And I put it down to the coaching, but I put it down to the opportunity for the players and the clubs to play against better competition on a regular basis. And the players are looking at themselves, always trying to look ahead to get themselves ready for the next step, which could be high school, or it could be getting ready for college, or it could be right now even trying to get ready for the professional level. So I definitely see our players improving over the last, I would say, 5, 7, 8 years.
And last question here, the Rhinos, new coaches this year. How's the team gelling so far? How's the chemistry?
I think the chemistry is very good. We have experience, we have youth, and I think one thing Coach Calloway has done is given the young players the opportunity to go and perform and become a proper young professional.
That's the assistant coach for the Rochester Raging Rhinos, Willie Fitzpatrick, the assistant coach for the Rochester Raging Rhinos. Team's coming back onto the field here after 45 minutes. It's Puerto Rico 1, the Rochester Raging Rhinos nothing. And this is Raging Rhinos Soccer on Pickle 93.3 FM.
We lead very busy lives these days. So many demands, so much stress. There's just not enough time to get everything done. Come home to stress-free apartment living at Blueberry Hill. Luxury and excellence are built right in. Amenities above and beyond other rental units are included. Concierge service is just a phone call away. Let them take care of you. Call 889-7250 and make an appointment and see why Blueberry Hill makes life worth living.
Yes, this is my Beamer. You can tell from the hand wax put right down to the Toyo Proxys TPT. That's TPT for Total Performance Touring Tires. I wouldn't settle for anything less. When I switched to Toyo, I got high-performance handling that hugs the road at all speeds, wet or dry. And they're so quiet I can hear the engine, not the road. Okay, I'll let you in on a little secret. If you promise not to tell anyone, you save some money. Call them for yourself.
Toyo Process Tires are at Murphy Tire, Niagara Street, Canandaigua, and Tire World, Empire Boulevard, Webster. Toyo Tires, driven to perform.
Hey, ladies, are you fickle about what you're doing on the weekends? Are you sick of the long lines and typical Friday night scene in the city? Do you want something fun and different to do this weekend? Then come on down to the Roost, where you can let your inner cowgirl come out with live music every weekend. The Roost has fun for everyone with beginner line dancing lessons every week and karaoke. Come on, ladies, grab the girls, throw on the cowboy hat, and mosey on down to the Roost and do something different this week. There's always great drink specials for the ladies, and you just might rope yourself a cowboy. Come on down to the Roost, located in West Henrietta, just past Lehigh Station Road. If you want directions to the club or a calendar of events, log on to www.roostcountry.com. Stop in the Roost today. Live music, line dancing, karaoke, and cowboys. What more could a girl ask for? Get your country on this weekend only at the Roost. Again, that website, www.roostcountry.com.
Welcome back to Juan Ramon Lubriel Stadium in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. Joe Giuliano with Soccer Sam. And just before we go to break here quickly, the goal is to Melissa in the 19th minute with the assist to Juninho. So Juninho on the assist, the goal by Melissa in the 19th minute for the Puerto Rico Islanders. We'll come back with the second half. This is Region Rhino Soccer on Fickle 93.3 FM.
Hey fans, World Gym Rochester is the official strength and conditioning facility for your Rochester Rhinos, Nighthawks, and Amherst. World Gym Rochester is proud to offer personal training packages tailored especially to your needs, including Apex, a 5-component system that assures you results. The Apex system is customized for you and your needs. Lose weight, improve your health, or just get in better shape. World Gym Rochester and Apex can help you reach your goals. Fun, high-energy group exercise classes like Rep Reebok are offered. You can work out with friends. Spinning, yoga, and Pilates are also great ways to work out and to release stress and tension. And to make it more convenient for you, World Gym Rochester now offers newly expanded child care hours. For more information, please stop by the gym at 1717 East Avenue, just west of the East Avenue and Whitney Road intersection. Or call 271-0440. That's 271-0440.
Welcome back. Rhino Soccer at Fickle 93.3 FM. Kickoff here in the second half by the Puerto Rico Islanders. McCarthy and Bardelos waiting for the whistle here. Puerto Rico leads 1-0. No changes for either side here to start the second half. Rochester attacking the goal to our right. Puerto Rico attacking the goal to our left here in the press box behind home plate. So we'll see if Puerto Rico comes with some more pressure here to start the second half. Long ball by the Islanders looking for McCarthy. San Filippo runs it down, knocks it off of Drew McCarthy. Throwing here for the Islanders. We'll check that for the Rhinos. And now it looks like Bonsu has definitely shifted to that right fullback position.
He's playing on the right, giving Frankie some more room in the middle there. And looks like Frankie San Filippo and Scotty Schweitzer will be playing in the middle. Bonsu's going to need to overlap and get in the attack to get that tying goal and hopefully go on. And it looks like Mladenoff is more on the outside and the Pado's back in the middle.
Miller going for the head ball there. Can't win it. Won there by Melissa, who scored the goal. A 35-yard rocket for the Islanders. Now this is Zuleta inside his own half of the field. Melissa, quick one touch to Ortiz on the far side at midfield. Through ball looking for McCarthy. He finds him. Coming into the box now for the Islanders. McCarthy, corner of the 18 on the far side. Tries to get around Schweitzer. Schweitzer pushes him back. Here is Ortiz. McCarthy looking for the turn. Calguda forces him back. Gonzalez now with the left foot. Coming central now. Switches the run of play to Rivera on the near side. Quick one touch looking for Juninho. But Bonsu breaks up the play for the Rhinos. Now Martinez lays it off. Bonsu quick one touch downfield. Gores clears it for the Islanders up in the air. And there's a collision there with Roger. And Gores may have taken an elbow to the head. Will be a free kick coming out for the Puerto Rico Islanders as Roger checks on the Puerto Rico defender.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you that hard in the face with my elbow. Sometimes that happens. But no, they both are going for the ball and they just turn the wrong way. And looks like Roger got the man pretty hard. The fans, I'll tell you, Joe, this stadium, it was raining earlier, but it's covered. These people are so into it. When Puerto Rico came off the field at the half, it just you feel the building shake.
Great crowd again as it's picking up here in Puerto Rico. The rain has stopped, and the crowd definitely starting to fill in even at the half. So good looking here for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Pelguda up in the air wins the head ball for the Rhinos, but it's a foul on the Islanders. Looks like McCarthy gets the call against him. He's saying, "What did I do?" Well, Rochester will take the free kick regardless.
No, I think if you come in after the second half, it's like half-price tickets. People are taking advantage of it, so I'm not sure.
Discount night in Bayamon. Here's Bonsu on the near side, approaching midfield, takes a dribble, crosses midfield, chips it forward, but Gore is there to read it for the Islanders, and the Rochester Rhinos unable to attack this Puerto Rico defense. Here's Schweitzer now to Steenkamp. Pelguda. Left foot to Miller. Miller with the pressure's got to go back to Pato. Now Steenkamp, quick one touch to Schweitzer. Schweitzer plays on the far side. Coach Calloway directing traffic. Pato with the ball, looking for a run, and Schweitzer going forward. Decides to go to Steenkamp. Instead, it's knocked off of Steenkamp's foot, and a throw-in here for the Islanders. 46th minute from Puerto Rico. And again, remember last year when we were here, the clock starts at 0 in the second half. So Sammy's have to do some math work.
Yeah, that's right.
To find out what minute we're in tonight. Head ball there by Rivera. Goes to midfield. Schweitzer also plays it with the head neatly to Pato. But a slide tackle there, and it's won by McCarthy for the Islanders. Long ball looking to get over Bonsu. Pressured by Juninho. And Juninho gets a piece of the ball, but Bonsu still big enough to fight off Juninho. And Juninho's on the ground saying, "Oh, watch out, I'm going to come get you."
I'll get you later, buddy.
Schweitzer, long ball outside of his own 18 for Miller. Can't trap it. It's taken by Gores for Puerto Rico. Plays it back to Zuleta. Long ball on the far side. Sanfilippo up in the air, wins it over McCarthy. Bonsu tries to step in, but Juninho wins the ball this time for Puerto Rico. Slide tackle there. McCarthy inside the Rhinos 18. Sanfilippo comes in charging hard from behind. No call there. And McCarthy can't believe he's not looking at a kick from the 12.
It looks like Sanfilippo just gave him just a little nudge right before the shot, and he kind of kicked it wide.
And Vallow tries to go with a quick restart, and the official says, "No, I'm not going to do it from there. Let's take it again." So more clock eaten off here from the Rhinos as Vallow waiting for the ball for the restart.
Great halftime interview, Willie Fitzpatrick show. It's like 25 years ago when I started coaching, I was the first guy ever to fail my F license with Willie. He was teaching Irondequoit soccer young coaches how to be coaches, and he didn't like me bringing Dunkin' Donuts and coffee to the seminars.
Speaking of Dunkin' Donuts, it's Sam's landmark down here. The stadium's right near the Dunkin' Donuts. Sure enough, it was. Here's Sanfilippo at midfield on the far side. Here's Stoyan Milana. Pushes it a little too far, but Pato's there to help him out. Pato with some pressure, and there's a foul there on the Islanders. Looks like Ortiz grabbing the jersey of Miladinov, and Miladinov wants to see a yellow card on the Puerto Rico defender. So it'll be a free kick now for Rochester right on the midfield stripe. On the far side, Pato quick restart to Stoyan Miladinov. Miladinov looking for Roger, but Gores knocks it deep for the Islanders, and it's a foot race now as Sanfilippo knocks it back to Scott Vallow. Vallow, nice quick one touch to Frankie Sanfilippo. To Scott Pelguda. Dangerous touch there by Pelguda, taken away by Gonzalez for the Islanders. Now it's Delgado. Back to Gonzalez. Here's Zuleta. Far side Ortiz for Puerto Rico crossing midfield, dribbling with the ball, going right at Pelguda. Roger also backtracking for the Rhinos. It's still Ortiz, and Roger comes in. They're going to call him for the foul on the far side near the corner flag. It'll be a free kick, and there's the yellow card in the 51st minute on Anthony Roger, the newest member of the Rochester Raging Rhinos. 51st minute, Roger gets the yellow card, and in just a matter of time, we knew that was coming.
Joe, you called it earlier on. I tell you, Anthony, you got to be careful there. They're just looking for him. He just plays physical soccer. That was clean. He got the ball, but he also got the man.
Gonzalez with the free kick on the far side. He's got the left-footed kick. Bit of an in-swinger here. One-man wall. It's Pato Aguilera getting the directions from Vallow for his positioning. Gonzalez left-footed cross in the box. No one there as the ball comes streaking through the six. It'll be a goal kick for the Rhinos, and you can hear the crowd. And anything else up here is scary moments there.
This close, but Anthony Roger had the man covered there, and he knew it was coming.
Goal kick played short by Valor to Schweitzer. Schweitzer, poor giveaway there, taken away by the Islanders. Here it is, shot by Delgado, deflected off of Schweitzer into the arms of Scott Vallow. Poor communication there by Schweitzer in the Rhinos midfield.
He's looking for Lennon, and Lennon just turned his back and went the other way, and they just miscued each other.
Here's Ortiz. Mladenoff, good tackle there, wins it for the Rhinos. And Ortiz, playing on the ground, actually gets the call. And Mladenoff can't believe that. That should be a dangerous play on the Islanders.
Yeah, he's swinging it like at the weeds on the ground. It's like
hometown cooking here, folks. 53rd minute, 1-0 Puerto Rico. Applying the pressure. Can Rochester withstand the pressure? Ortiz, top of the 18. Lays it off for Gonzalez. Gonzalez now with the ball again, playing it to Ortiz. Won there by San Filippo. And it's cleared away by the Islanders now. Top of the 18, back with the ball. Puerto Rico maintains possession. Rivera to Janino with some space here on the near side. It's a Rivera again for the Islanders. Steps in, gets around Steenkamp and Pelguda. Right foot cross. Top of the 18 as Mladenoff steps in and plays it forward to Doug Miller inside the center circle. And again, I think they're working on the phone lines here in Bayamon, as it's been an ongoing process from what I understand, so we apologize for the technical difficulties coming through. Bonsu, long ball, no one there for Rochester as Gores heads it, but Martinez gets the poor clearance by Gores. Immediate pressure, Alexis Rivera and Gores double teaming Ray Martinez. Here's McCarthy. Good pressure there from Schweitzer as he gets a shot in on McCarthy coming in, grabbing the jersey, and there's the call from the official, so free kick for the Islanders.
Game's getting a little chippy, Joe.
It is. This is, you play a team last week, you play them again tonight, and you see them again on Sunday. You get to know each other, and it's going to happen. It's come to a point now where both teams taking shots at each other. Free kick for the Islanders. It's Gores just inside of midfield on the near side. Plays it to the far side. Ortiz is wide open. Roger chasing over, wins the ball now for Rochester right in front of the Puerto Rico bench. Schweitzer, 35 yards out, plays it on the ground at midfield to Stoyan Mladenoff. Inside to Doug Miller. Nice turn with the right foot. Gores slips, takes the slide tackle, and still wins the ball for Puerto Rico. Now it trickles to Pato. Nice ball on the far side. This is Roger. 1v1. Gets around Ortiz. Roger is taken down from behind with a slide tackle, and there's no call. Long ball by the Islanders. Bardales. Good step in there by Scott Pelguda, the rookie. He'll play it back to Scott Vallow. Pelguda also selected to the Team of the Week with Ray Martinez for his solid performance last week at Frontier Field against the Islanders.
What a rookie year he's having so far. 3 starts, 3 games, and then getting down to Team of the Week. Kind of unheard of in the history of the Rhinos for a young kid, a college draft pick to get to that level, and we're proud of him.
It's a tremendous story. He's still working on his degree at Cornell. Substitute coming up here for the Rhinos in the 56th minute. It's Mladenoff coming off the pitch. Looks like Johnny Steele coming on for the Rhinos. Gifted left-footed player for Rochester. We'll see if he can create some spark off the bench for Callaway's crew here. Throwing on the near side, Bonsu deep, long throwing into the box, put down by Roger, but cleared away by Zuleta. Stepping in is San Filippo, right-footed volley, cleared away again by the Puerto Rico defense. San Filippo not afraid to let go from 35.
He says, you guys want to play that game? I can do that.
Bonsu throws in, looking for Martinez. Stepped in there by Gores. Another throw in for Rochester, deep in Puerto Rico territory. With the ball, it's Steenkamp. Chipped into Bonsu. He's taken down, but will continue to play. There was no advantage there. I thought Bonsu was taken down, and they're going to call a foul on him as Rivera is down on the field for the Puerto Rico Islanders.
Wow. Yeah, it was kind of a poor ball to Bonsu, and he had to kind of slide to get to it. He got to the ball, and looks like he's all right, though. The fans are cheering. He's okay. He's back up.
The Rhinos have gone to the bench once again in the 56th minute. Steele for Mladenoff, and I'm sure we're going to see Steele strictly on the left side, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, that's where Mladenoff was playing in the second half, was playing on the left side, and Steele came in for him. And there's some room there, and you need some wheels, and Johnny Steele's got the wheels. 19-year-old young kid. You get a celebration all planned in his head. He's waiting to score his first goal as a Rhino, and hopefully they'll get that tonight.
We'll see what happens. Pato lets the ball run through Miller with a slide tackle, gets it to Roger. Roger inside of midfield, dribbles back into the center circle. He'll play it on the far side to Pelguda. Pelguda, one touch there, but taken away by Ortiz for the Puerto Rico Islanders. He'll play a cross-field Bonsu with the left foot. Sends it deep the Puerto Rico territory. Header away there by Gores to John Steele, who's just come on the pitch for the Rochester Rhinos. And then Steenkamp inside the center circle now for Rochester. Double team there. He's got to go back to Frankie Sanfilippo. Good long ball by Sanfilippo to Johnny Steele. On the far side, Steele takes it off the thigh, and it's knocked away there. As there's a foul called on the Islanders. No, we'll continue to play here. Advantage Miller inside at the corner of the 18. Now to Johnny Steele on the far side. Steele 1v1 with Juninho. Dribbles around him, but Bardalas comes in to help out, and it's cleared away there by Chris Gores for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Head ball there, won by Scott Schweitzer to Palguda. Palguda playing now in the middle part of the field. Great ball here to Martinez on the near side. Just outside the 18, Martinez, nice cross. Kennedy off his line, and he's crashed into from behind by Tony Roger. And we'll see if he gets the yellow card to make it a red. Nope, he's going to catch a break here as Kennedy is down, helpless there, and Roger just crashing into the keeper.
Yeah, it looks like Roger's head hit Kennedy's head. Kennedy's down on the ground, kind of bobbling his legs like he's in pain, man. I've been there before. Not playing soccer, though. I tripped on a curb. It's awful.
59th minute here, and Roger coming over to the sideline. Looks like another substitute getting ready to check in for Rochester. I believe it's Billy Sedgwick.
Oh, man, what a story that is, huh? Guy gets released. Fans outcry. Coach Calloway realized that this guy's a good human being. Maybe not as talented as some of the guys playing his position right now in his eyes, but brought him back. And
Sedgwick's going to check in now for Tenwa Bonsu, the right back. Bonsu started off playing central with Schweitzer. Coach Calloway not liking something that he saw with that combination. Brought Sanfilippo in, seemed to stabilize things a bit. And now Sedgwick will come in. We'll see if he can play a right back, or Rochester goes with three in the back. And McCluskey Sedgwick also play a midfield position.
Sedge likes to get into the attack, likes that rocket shot he has. So hopefully he's got to redeem himself. Said, hey, Coach, I belong in this team. I want to come back as a starter. This is a chance to shine. And that's when you play nervous, Joey. That worries me about when players know that they're fighting for a spot, but we'll see what happens with Sedge.
And Sedgwick now matching up immediately with Juninho. And we've seen some great matchups with those two guys. It's like World War III when the two number 11s meet on the pitch.
Yeah, last year those guys were at each other hard.
Puerto Rico, not one player on the bench. Every player up, loosening behind the Puerto Rico bench. So Hugo Maradona should be going to that bench soon. Kennedy up, ready for the free kick from his own penalty kick spot. It's up over midfield, and it's Johnny Steele with the header to Anthony Roger. Roger and Ortiz on the far side. Roger still with the ball, looking for some help. Plays it back. This is Palguda. He'll go central to Leonard Steenkamp. Ball bounces off to his knee, but it's played back to Johnny Steele. Good little touch there from Steele, looking for Anthony Roger, but it's taken away by Zuleta for Puerto Rico. Right foot boot, looking for some help, but Palguda wins it for Rochester. It's back in Puerto Rico territory and cleared off the foot of Ortiz, so a throw-in for the Rochester Rhinos. Corner of the 18, Martinez looking to turn it, just skipped under his foot as he had some space to turn and shoot. Here's Palguda for Rochester. Nice turn, gets around the Puerto Rico defender. Through ball. No one running off of that there for the Islander, or for the Rhinos. So Kennedy will pick it up. 61st minute from Puerto Rico. Rivera to Juninho. Sedgwick chasing him down. Juninho lays it back to Gonzalez. Now it's Rivera at midfield on the near side. Good little one touch there from Juninho, but Sanfilippo again with the sliding tackle breaks up the play for the Rhinos.
Frankie Sanfilippo's having a fantastic game.
He has done a great job stabilizing things since coming to that central defensive position. Again, up in the air, Sanfilippo wins it over Bardalas. But it's played to Juninho. We'll see Juninho and Sedgwick go 1v1. Let's see what happens here. Juninho top of the 18 to McCarthy. Stepped in there. Great read by Palguda, forcing McCarthy into a mistake. And Sedgwick picks up the mess. Play it short to Leonard Steenkamp. Steenkamp plays it back to Scott Vale. Pressure here from Bardalas. Vale tries to clear it, but Puerto Rico gets possession again. McCarthy 35 yards out. Ball played now on the far side to Gonzalez. Steps over the ball, gets around Palguda, right-footed cross, and shanks it. The outside of his right foot. Goal kick coming up here for the Rochester Rhinos. Sponsors of these broadcasts include Mallier, Chevrolet, and Buick, West Main Street in Honeoye Falls, or online at Mallier.com. Zweigel's, famous for quality sausage and meat products since 1880. Health Source Chiropractic in the Rochester Fitness Center at 3313 Chili Avenue. Call 889-3280. Great sponsors of these Rhino broadcasts. Velo with the goal kick. One there by the Islanders. Bardalis and Roger challenging there, and Puerto Rico retains possession. Long ball there from Gonzalez looking for McCarthy, but gets caught high up in the air. Palguda with the header for the Rhinos. One again there by Ray Martinez, trying to challenge Gores, and Gores just comes blasting through. McCarthy through ball looking for Janino, and Scotty Schweitzer steps in. Offsides call here coming up on the Rhinos is Ray Martinez, Doug Miller, and Roger both in an offsides position for Rochester. So free kick coming up for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico really not hesitating to push players up in the attack. No one's sitting back for the Islanders. Everybody pushing up.
Yeah, one goal lead, but they still want to get another goal. They want to entertain these fans, and they're playing nice offensive soccer.
Substitute coming up here for the Islanders, Drew McCarthy, number 9, coming off the field, the big target man up front. And we'll see if it is Peter Villegas, who just signed this week with the Puerto Rico Islanders. It is number 15, Peter Villegas. If you know that name, folks, he played with the Metro Stars for 7 seasons. Quality acquisition by Hugo Maradona and the Puerto Rico Islanders. Villegas, at times, a little inconsistent in the MLS, but I think it's going to be a great acquisition for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, this team's not playing around. They're trying to get their team to be better and really compete in this league.
Good ball there by Roger. He's 1v1, gets around to the top of the 18. Roger is taken down. No call there. Will continue to play. Gores easily clears it out of danger for Puerto Rico. Here's Gonzalez now for Puerto Rico, looking inside to Janino. Janino's played central quite a bit here tonight. Ortiz through ball to Bardalis on the far side, streaking inside the Rhinos box. Bardalis hard cross in the middle, cleared away there by Frankie Sanfilippo. It'll be a corner kick for the Puerto Rico Islanders. It looks like Peter Villegas will play on the outside left of midfield, and Janino has shifted into a central midfield position. Something I noticed last week. I thought he was much more effective playing centrally for the Puerto Rico Islanders.
Yeah, he played more central last year, and he did look better there. And gives him a chance to do his little magic and kind of work off the men.
Gonzalez with the corner kick on the far side, left-footed kick here for the Islanders. We'll see what they come up with on the restart, scoring last week off the corner. Serving the box, Schweitzer heads it off the corner of the 6th. Here's Ray Martinez fighting off a challenge. Now Martinez gets around another defender, crosses midfield on the far side. Martinez with some space, looking for some help. Through ball for Roger. Gores will step over to the corner of the 18. Gores bumping Roger off the ball, and Roger furious he didn't get a call here, as we'll play a goal kick coming out for the Puerto Rico Islanders.
This physical league, Roger's like, what's going on here? Was taken down the box like 2 minutes ago pretty hard. Coach Kelly went nuts. He's like, come on, ref, you got to call that. And again, just grabbed his shirt, kind of dragged him down, and amazing.
Another change coming up here for Rochester in the 65th minute. Sean Shakiris coming on for Doug Miller. So I assume Ray Martinez will push up into the attack with Anthony Roger. Shakiris stepping into midfield now for Rochester. Kennedy with the goal kick here for Puerto Rico. Long right-footed kick. Up in the air, Palguda up over the back of Gonzalez, wins the ball, and Rochester retains possession with Shakiris. To Martinez, dancing through the Puerto Rico defense. Martinez beats 3 players, forward to Roger. No one running off with a one-touch there. Martinez, you can see he wants to take this game and make something happen for the Rhinos.
Oh, that was some great stuff. Took on like 3 guys just dancing with him and gave Roger a nice little toe poke. And Roger turned, but had a nice through ball looking for Johnny Steele, and Johnny couldn't get to it.
Long punt by Kennedy. Schweitzer lets it bounce. Battle will come up and take it here for the Rhinos as they're playing with 3 in the back now. Sanfilippo on the right, Schweitzer in the middle, and Palguda on the left. Here's Palguda intercepted there by Gonzalez for Puerto Rico to Juninho, who's playing central for the Islanders. Nice bit of footwork by Juninho. Back to him, and it's Gonzalez and Juninho playing a little bit here. Rivera pushing up here on the near side. Juninho has been all over the field tonight. Sanfilippo wins the header there, and Pato now just inside the center circle. Good long ball on the far side to Ray Martinez. 1v1 versus Ortiz. We'll see Martinez. Oh, good step over move. Gets around the defender. Cuts it back. Martinez again with a cutback. Left foot across. In the box. No one there for the Rhinos. Cleared off the line by Alexis Rivera. And Martinez really stepping up his play here in the second half for the Rhinos. Sedgwick with the foul, no call there. Sedgwick got a piece of Juninho, but Rochester continues to play here. It's Pato. Inside the center circle to Steenkamp. Schweitzer. Now to Pato. Just crossing midfield, comes back inside the midfield circle. Here's Chakiris, his first touch of the game tonight for the Rhinos. Sedgwick now pushing up into midfield for Rochester. Back to Chakiris. Roger 20 yards out, dead center, turns with the ball still at his feet. Looking for some help, plays it to Johnny Steele. Open on the far side. Left-footed cross, driven hard and low. Kelly off his line. Deflected to the top of the 18, and Chakiris with the ball. Chakiris, left foot cross, in the box. Steenkamp looking for some help there, but it's cleared away by the Islanders. Rafael Ortiz. Good pressure here by the Rhinos.
And some good action there. Johnny Steele, nice little rocket there, and Kennedy kind of bobbled it and hit it out, but Shawnee had it pretty far out, like 40 yards out, thinking, do I shoot it, do I pass it? Decided to give it to Steenkamp and kind of knocked off the ball in the box.
Change coming up here for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Bardales coming off the pitch, and we'll see who's coming on for him. I believe it's number 23, Corey Woolfolk, former member of the Rochester Raging Rhinos. Had a chance to speak with Corey. Not too unhappy living on the beach here in Puerto Rico.
It's a beautiful place to live.
Woolfolk coming up top now, replacing Bardales. Here is Ortiz for the Islanders. To Villegas, his first touch of the game here tonight. Pato, nice back heel to Pelguda. Plays it quickly. Johnny Steele looking for Pato, but Pato stopping his run there on the far side. 69th minute from Puerto Rico. 1-0 the Islanders lead on a goal by Malitza in the 19th minute with the assist to Juninho. And looking back at that goal, it was a rocket from 35 yards out.
Coach Galloway's got some wheels on the bench. The Liam Plarski's there, Kirk Wilson and Jamel Mitchell. Still one of them can come back in and create some action here, but
Sedgwick's down in the field. Got in a little collision there with Alejandro Gonzalez. Gonzalez is up, but Sedgwick, he's holding his forehead. Juninho, actually, you can see the cut on the right eye of Sedgwick. You can see the blood all the way from up here, and that's not looking good as Dave DiPasquale racing out onto the pitch. They may have butted heads as Alejandro Gonzalez gets up, but Sedgwick, to see him down on the pitch, you know he's seriously hurt.
Yeah, he looks like he's got his forehead cut open from here, looks that way, and Lennon Steenkamp's over there to try to comfort him and see what's going on here, and Sean Chakiris is over there now, and but the referee immediately called for the trainer, Dave DiPasquale, to come over here with his magic bag to try to fix this up here, but I don't think I've ever seen Billy down before, and it's unfortunate. What a crazy couple weeks that poor kid has had.
And to add to that, he trained with the Puerto Rico Islanders, and people thought he was going to join them. They wanted him to fly back with them this week to join the Islanders, and now Sedgwick down on the field. Several Rhinos gathering around Dave DiPasquale. And I hate to keep saying that we're so far away from the field, but we are. We're way up in the press box, and we could see the blood just rushing down the forehead of Sedgwick. So he's back up, and it's good to see that Sedgwick not down in the field for very long. We'll see if Coach Calloway has to make a substitution or if he can just stop the bleeding and go with a little bandage job on Billy Sedgwick.
Well, he's running off the field, so he's okay other than the blood. He's holding the thing. He looked back to see who it was that headed him.
Oh, there. Good point.
In case he had the plate number. Let me get the plate number just in case I get back in the game. But everyone's kind of, it was kind of cool to see, though, with team sportsmanship or team chemistry. The whole team came over to see if Billy was all right, and that was nice to see.
Coach Dave DiPasquale, the trainer, looking into his medicine kit for the wrap. I'm sure Sedgwick will come back on here for the Rhinos. In the meantime, we continue to play at Steenkamp, dead center of the field. Long ball, gets it over Villegas to Johnny Steele on the far side. Steele with some time, looks up, crosses high in the box. No one there for the Rhinos. It goes out of play. Goal kick coming up for the Puerto Rico Islanders. 71st minute time running out here on the Rhinos.
Johnny Steele misplayed that with, the wind. It's pretty windy out there right now, Joe. If you see the corner flags are kind of blowing pretty hard, and kind of misplayed that. But I tell you, you need some wheels up top, baby. You need some speed right now. Some guys are waiting to come in.
It looks like Johnny Steele has dropped back to a defensive position with Sedgwick on the sideline getting treatment for the cut to his head, so we'll see how long that lasts. Long goal kick, Sanfilippo. I think he has been a strong presence tonight for Rochester. Has it deep into Puerto Rico territory. Roger and Gores have been going at it all night long. He scores to Rivera, plays with the right foot. Unique situation for him there. Loves to play with that left. San Filippo heads it back central. Scott Schweitzer 35 yards out to Johnny Steele. Steele looking for some help. Gets the left-footed kick forward. But it's won there by Ortiz for the Islanders. Plays it now to Juninho. To Villegas, former member of the Metro Stars. Newest member of the Puerto Rico Islanders. Juninho with the ball right in front of the Puerto Rico bench. Chips it up to Woolfolk. Woolfolk plays it back to Juninho with a little flick. No one there but Schweitzer for the Rhinos. Woolfolk applying the pressure. Vallo at the corner of his six plays it short. San Filippo's under pressure here from Gonzalez. No choice but to send it deep for the Rhinos. Up over the head of Rivera and Roger. Taken back by Puerto Rico at midfield. Here's Corey Woolfolk off his foot and it's taken away by Pato. Now Pato with the ball here for Rochester. Midfield now to Chakiris. Chakiris plays it to the left side to Johnny Steele. Back to Pato, central part of the field. Looking for a through ball. No one there as Puerto Rico clears it away. Rochester trying to knock on the door here. Puerto Rico getting a little tighter and tighter on defense.
Yeah, they got 20 minutes or so left. They figure, hey, let's tighten up in the defense. They're not coming into the attack anymore.
Puerto Rico, no wins, 2 losses, and a tie this year. Looking for their first one of the year. Be a doozy against the Rhinos. Steenkamp, a lot of touches right inside the center circle. Here's San Filippo. Now to Pato. Pato with some space to go forward. Short pass forward to Roger. Here's Pelguda. This combination there by the Rhinos, but it's broken up again by Puerto Rico's defense. So many numbers in the back. It's back to Pato. But Villegas breaks up the pass. Pato looking for Ray Martinez. Headed back by Schweitzer into the midfield circle. This is Cedric who's come back onto the field wearing jersey number 33 and bandage all around his head. Ball is to Martinez. Lays it off for Steenkamp. Rivera comes in with a slide tackle and wins it for Puerto Rico, but it goes too far for him. Taken by Billy Cedric with the new jersey and the new hairdo. Here's Villegas. Pressured there by Johnny Steele. Cleared deep by Puerto Rico. Vallo coming off his line. I know it's going to be Schweitzer who plays it. Vallo tells him to go out left, and he does to Pelguda. I'm sure Cedric's jersey covered in blood.
Yeah, the official 33 blood jersey's out.
It was Sam's number for a while, but he had to turn it in. Here's Chakiris now to Schweitzer. Rochester, about 15 minutes left here to get something happening up top. Pelguda goes right at Johnny Steele with the ball. Steele, good one touch there. Good overlapping play by the Rhinos. Pelguda behind the defense. Should be a corner kick for the Rhinos, and it is. That's an exact drill that they did yesterday, playing it inside and a player overlapping on the run. And I'm sure Coach Kelly will be happy to see that come to fruition today in tonight's match.
Pelguda worked hard tonight, Joe. The kid was working up and down.
Looks like Pelguda is coming off the field here for the Rhinos. Replacing him looks like Kirk Wilson. Cedric dropping back, corner kick by the Rhinos, and it's too soon here as the referee waiting for the substitutes to take place. So Cedric now will drop back to defense. Kirk Wilson has come in, playing on the right side of midfield, and a substitute coming up for the Islanders. Alejandro Gonzalez, number 20, coming off the field. And we'll see who's replacing him here for Puerto Rico. 75th minute. Substitutions by Puerto Rico and Rochester. Corner kick for the Rhinos. Short to Pato. Pato now back to Martinez. Chips in the box looking for some help. No one there as the Puerto Rico defender clears the ball away. It's Schweitzer now at midfield. Just his side of midfield. Pato coming back to receive the ball. Looks up. Plays it on the ground to Steenkamp. Nice through ball. Wilson, right-footed shot. Wide of the net, but good play there by Len Steenkamp. Eyes in the back of his head to run it through to Kirk Wilson.
Kirk Wilson saying, hey, man, I don't like sitting on the bench. I'm not used to that. I'm getting in here. I'm going to score that winning goal or that tying goal. And took a nice little rocket, just went kind of wide, a little wide.
Another substitute coming up for Puerto Rico. Looks like number 11 will be coming on the field here for the Islanders. And there's no 11 on their roster, so we'll check out and see who that is. Can't see from up here. Actually, it's going to be Salas. Salas, number 10, coming on. Looks like Juninho coming off. Yeah, it's Juninho coming off for the Islanders. A bit surprised. He's had a solid performance tonight. So Salas, the forward, coming on for the midfielder, Juninho. And Morello was the player who replaced Gonzalez, number 21, Michael Morello, replacing Gonzalez. Big, tall player Morello, you can see him matching up with Kirk Wilson, the two number 21. 6'4", big midfielder for the Islanders. One there by John Steele, slide tackle by Roger, but it's taken away by Ortiz. He'll play it back to Kennedy. Big right foot over midfield, looking for Salas, who's just come on for Puerto Rico. And Sedgwick with the bandaged head still goes up for the head ball.
He went hard for that head ball, up in the air, and hit it right where he had to cut. He didn't care. Just making sure everything's okay, checking things.
Collision right at midfield. Chakiris and Villegas. And looks like Chakiris gets the worst of it. Villegas starting to get up. Chakiris still down on all fours. It's been a busy second half for Dave DePasquale, the Rhino stringer.
Yeah, Sean's up. He's okay. Just a little, looks like maybe his knees, moving his knee around, making sure it's all right. RBC's back in order.
It's been a rough second half here for the Rhinos. Villegas also up now for Puerto Rico. So a restart for the Islanders right on the midfield line. But deep into Rhinos territory, looking for Salas. It's out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Rochester deep in their own zone. Sedgwick will take the throw for Rochester, plays it to Johnny Steele. Tries to get a quick touch around Villegas, but Villegas puts the body in front of him and wins the ball. Ortiz to Salas. Salas 35 yards out. Steps it forward for the Islanders. Shot by Morello. Shanks it. And it's played by Chakiris quickly forward to Pato. Pato slowing down the attack here for Rochester, looking for some options. Good ball to Chakiris. Chakiris looking for some help here. Left-footed cross to Johnny Steele on right in front of the Rhinos bench here. Pushing up into the attack, trying to make something happen here for the Rhinos. Steele against Villegas. Chips it into the box. No one there for the Rhinos inside the 6. And Dan Kennedy neatly traps the ball for the Islanders.
The one that guy looked like he wanted to shoot from out there, and it just kind of went right to the goalie, unfortunately.
Kennedy pushing the troops up here for Puerto Rico. He'll punt it from the top of the 18. To the 35 of Rochester. Salas loses the challenge there to Sanfilippo. Offsides on Corey Woolfolk. Takes the right-footed volley. But Schweitzer upset that Woolfolk even attempted the shot, as the whistle had gone long before that. Another offsides here on the Islanders. Rochester trailing 1-0 here. See if they can come back. 78th minute, Rochester and Puerto Rico. Goal by Melissa in the 19th minute. A whole boatload of changes for both sides. We'll see who wins that chess match tonight. Going for Rochester, it's Roger. Right in front of the Rhinos bench. Sedgwick was coming to take the throw. Roger had nothing to do with that. Here's Schweitzer at midfield now to Sanfilippo. Chakiris. Back to Frankie Sanfilippo. Kirk Wilson on the near side. Forward to Sean Chakiris. Rochester with a lot of play right at midfield. Unable to get behind the Puerto Rico defense. Here's Morello. I'll check that it's Salas. Number 10. Good step over move there. Tries to get around Chakiris, but Chakiris reads it well. Double team here. Chakiris and Wilson. Salas slides and keeps possession for the Islanders, but it goes now to Chakiris. Johnny Steele with pressure from Ortiz. Good turn there by Johnny Steele in traffic to Kirk Wilson. Chips it forward, but Gore steps in there for Puerto Rico. Long ball cleared away there by Frankie Sanfilippo. Here's Pato. Crossing midfield now, steps over the ball. On the near side, looking for Ray Martinez. Can't get it to him as Alexis Rivera reads the play for the Islanders. They're going to call obstruction on Ray Martinez. Free kick for Puerto Rico and Alexis Rivera.
Chakiris and Pato are really taking control of the middle. It's just they're just not getting that through ball, to the forwards. Right there, Martinez had the ball. It's just kind of a little too casual about it. This is a physical league. A lot of these guys that are coming here from MLS, I don't think they expect this league to be this physical and fast.
The gaps that you see, the lanes that you see close down immediately. There's not that time the defenders come on immediately to apply pressure. And it looks like Sedgwick has a big advantage on the back of his head, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's back and front. I had that once I caught myself shaving. It was awful. I was shaving my legs.
You look good on this trip. The shrimp is nice.
Thanks.
Looking good on the beach. Here's Sedgwick now. Looking for some options. Plays the ball with the right foot deep. Looking for Roger, but no one there for the Rhinos.
Little substitution there. Pato, I don't know if he got hurt, but he just ran to the sidelines, and Jamel Mitchell just came in for him like 10 seconds ago.
So Mitchell coming on for Pato, with Mitchell wearing number 40 for the Islanders, or for the Rhinos. So it's Mitchell with the speed up top playing with Anthony Roger, and Ray Martinez begging the official to Dan Kennedy get the ball in play here. We'll see if there's any stoppage time that's added on with these little delay tactics. Rochester trailing 1-0. 81st minute from Puerto Rico. Morello looks the ball off over the Rhinos defense, but Sanfilippo was there to pick it up deep in Rochester territory. Now forward to Ray Martinez, crossing midfield. He's taken down. There's got to be a call there, and will continue to play as Morello just bumping into Martinez. No call there by the official. Sedgwick, ball up over his head in a foot race with his former teammate Corey Woolfolk. Can't play it back to Vallis, so he shifts it to the near side. Right foot out of bounds here. Sedgwick hooking up to the sky, a bit frustrated. This will be a throw-in for the Puerto Rico Islanders.
Scotty Vallis telling Sedgwick, hey, buddy, don't worry about it. Good try, good turn. And he did put a great move on Corey Woolfolk.
No option
but the wrong way.
Back and get away from the danger.
They even got the ball boys, the ball kids taking their time.
Everyone on the same page here. Again, the Rhinos trailing 1-0. 82nd minute. Gore's long ball deep in Rochester territory. Content to see that roll over the line. Val's going to chase it down. Even the ball boys taking a break here. Oh, that's funny. I think the ball was 5 yards away from the ball boy. Val ran about 30 yards to get the ball. Goal kick for Rochester. Again, 3 in the back for the Rhinos. Sedgwick, Schweitzer, and Sanfilippo. Up top, it's Mitchell, Roger, and then a 5-man midfield for Rochester. Here's Sanfilippo. Plays it forward. Roger cuts around one Puerto Rico defender. Now he's double-teamed. Roger loses the ball there to Delgado. Or check that, it's Gonzalez. Now it's Salas forward. 4 defenders around him. Woolfolk's offside as he's through 1v1. No one hears the whistle as Woolfolk and Vallo continue to play. Quick restart here from the Rhino, Scott Schweitzer. Here's Billy Sedgwick. Crossing midfield now. Slows it down to Steenkamp. Back to Schweitzer. And again, Rochester just no options to attack. Puerto Rico content to sit back and close all those passing lanes. Throw in for the Rhino, Sedgwick in front of his own bench to Lennon Steenkamp. Back to Scott Schweitzer. Right foot chip to Sean Shakiris. Immediate pressure from Rivera, and he wins the ball for Puerto Rico. Rivera has been a terror this evening for the Islanders. Good one touch here from Woolfolk to Rivera. Schweitzer steps in, reads the play, and wins the ball for the Rhinos. Played to Kirk Wilson on the near side. Right foot, long ball looking for Jamel Mitchell. Gore steps in there at the foot race now as Gore gets the shoulder on the ball. And it's cleared off of the foot of Jamel Mitchell, so a throw-in for the Puerto Rico Islanders. 80th minute, we'll see, or I'm sorry, 85th minute. We'll see if Puerto Rico can hold on to this slim 1-0 lead. Again, this would be the first win of the year for Puerto Rico. Headed again by Sanfilippo. He has won countless headers tonight. Again, Sanfilippo, another header. As Puerto Rico continues to play it deep. Sedgwick, the charge from behind, no call. Ball falls to Roger. Now it's Johnny Steele on the far side with the left foot, chips into the box, looking for Mitchell with the header! Diving save by Dan Kennedy, tipping it wide of the bar. Jamel Mitchell, as Sammy calls, Superman, sky high with the header. Wonderful touch there from Johnny Steele. And Mitchell coming on. Great heading attempt there from Jamel Mitchell.
Great little touch by Johnny Steele. Mitchell's way up, like 3 feet up in the air over his man. And
Shakiris corner kick on the near side, looking for some help there. Bicycle kick! It's over the bar. Actually, it's wide of the goal. It'll be a throw in here for the Puerto Rico Islanders. I believe it was Ray Martinez coming with the bike, and that would have been a world-class goal.
Oh, that was sweet. Boom, boom, up in the air, doing the bicycle. Missed it a little bit. A little wide.
At least he made contact with the ball. Great attempt here. Woolfolk on the near side trying to keep it in bounds, and he just lets it go out of bounds here. Good long ball from Rivera by the Islanders. This will be a throw-in here for Frankie Sanfilippo and the Rhinos. 86th minute, Rochester trailing 1-0. Roger fights off Rivera. Rivera goes for the ride on the back of Roger. Rhinos get the free kick, and that should be a call. At least a yellow card, shouldn't it?
Nothing. No call there. Took the man down and kind of threw the ball. Gonna waste some more seconds there. And
Joe Carosio, the official tonight here from Florida, making the short trip to Puerto Rico. Is it a short trip from Florida to Puerto Rico? I don't even know.
I don't know. Depends if you're riding a bike or a plane.
Crosses from the right side. Gores clears at the top of the 18. And here's Woolfolk coming back for the ball. Schweitzer steps in but Corey Woolfolk maintains possession. Rivera with the right foot clears it out of danger, and Puerto Rico can regroup defensively.
You got these ball boys trained, though, seriously. They're not even reacting to the balls that go out of bounds.
87th minute, Rochester trailing 1-0, throw in by San Felipe on the near side to Roger. Flicks it over the defense, but Ortiz plays the bicycle kick, and the crowd likes to see that. Woolfolk on the near side, this one he keeps inbounds. He's 1v1 with Schweitzer. Shakiris tracking back. San Filippo tracking back. Here's Morello now playing with the ball for the Islanders. Inside to Viega. Under his foot, Johnny Steele picks it up for the Rhinos. On the far side, pushing it forward. Steele got to go back to Billy Sedgwick. No options again. Sedgwick now to Schweitzer. Half of the 18. Schweitzer plays it short to Steenkamp. One touch to Billy Sedgwick. Off the chest. Back to Steenkamp. Pressure from Ortiz coming in there. He wins the ball for the Islanders now. 35 yards out. Ortiz pushing at the Rhinos defense. Woolfolk, top of the 18 with San Filippo. Back heel. Solid left-footed shot. Great slide tackle by Frankie San Filippo. I think saving the day there for the Rhinos.
Frankie San Filippo, definitely the Rhino player of the game so far. I don't even know how he got that. I mean, the man was like eight yards away from him, and out of the blue, he just slid and kind of blocked the ball and created a corner kick, but it could easily have been a goal right in front of him.
What pace, what speed on the recovery by San Filippo. As Puerto Rico looking at a 2-0 lead, but not to happen yet. Delgado with the corner kick for the Islanders. On the near side, Delgado crossing the box. Cleared away there by Scotty Schweitzer. Delgado keep it on the near side, 18 yards out. Martinez and Sedgwick. Delgado splits the legs of Sedgwick. But Kirk Wilson comes in and wins the ball for the Rhinos. Here comes Ray Martinez on the near side. Martinez crossing midfield, 1v1 here with Ortiz. Now Rivera coming in to help out. Can Martinez get around those? Nope. It's going to be off of Ray Martinez, and a goal kick for the Puerto Rico Islanders. Every time Martinez touches the ball, players all over him.
Two guys on him and just playing some physical stuff, and Ray's more of a finesse player. He's just not used to the guys coming in from behind and from the sides and slide tackling, and no calls.
89th minute here from Puerto Rico. Juan Ramon Lubriel Stadium. It's the Islanders 1, the Rhinos 0. A goal kick here for Puerto Rico. Horace, long kick up over midfield. Steele wins the head ball there for the Rhinos, but it falls to Morello. Great step there by Kirk Wilson to come in and win the ball. As Martinez running away there, Wilson playing it central. There's Bell now inside the 18. Quick throw here to Billy Sedgwick. Now play it over to Kirk Wilson. Wilson cuts back inside. Looking for some help here. Wilson still with the ball on his right foot. Overlapping to Sedgwick on the right. Sedgwick plays it central out to Roger. Roger turns around Morello. This is San Filippo on the left side. San Filippo going forward to Johnny Steele. Steele head up. Left foot crosses into the box. Gore's left-footed slide. Clears the ball, but it falls to Wilson with the right foot. Chips into the box. Offside there by the Rhinos. No goal. No goal. Offside there by the Rhinos. Good combination play from Wilson with the chip to Roger. And Mitchell with the finish, but offside there as Roger in an offside position.
Crowd reacts with a nice big cheer. They're like silent for a moment there, thinking it was a tie game.
We're in stoppage time. 4 minutes of stoppage time left here. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Rochester trailing 1-0. Here's Woolfolk. Kirk Wilson, nice little back heel to Schweitzer. Schweitzer, nice pass. Good combination from Mitchell and Shakiris. Good ball on the ground. Roger, top of the 18, turn. Left-foot shot! And it's saved there by Kennedy. Just didn't get the pace on the ball.
Oh, Roger's like grabbing his head and his face, saying, man, that was my chance to tie it.
Wonderful turn from the top of the 18 by Roger. Long punt from Kennedy. San Filippo again. Unbeatable tonight on defense for the Rhinos. Plays it forward to Schweitzer, to Johnny Steele. Again, we're in stoppage time. They held up 4 minutes. We'll see how long we go. Nice touch by Martinez. Back to Johnny Steele. Just over his head, and they're going to call the ball out of bounds on the far side in front of the Rhinos bench. So it'll be a throw-in for the Islanders. Ortiz steps over for the throw-in. Back to Zuleta. They'll play again with Zuleta back to Ortiz. Long ball going forward. Goes into the Rhinos 18, and Vallo's got to quickly come out and play it. He'll throw it forward to Sedgwick. Sedgwick's got some options. He does play it now on the near side to Kirk Wilson. With some space, Wilson pushing forward. Plays it with the right foot into the box. Kennedy off his line. Punches it forward. It's going to fall to Steenkamp with the header. Looking for some help there, but Zuleta clears it forward. Not over the head of Roger. Roger's 35 yards out, dead center of the field. Turns around Delgado. Roger still with the ball. Chips it forward to the right. Cedric heads it forward. No one there. Dan Kennedy inside the 6. Wins it for Puerto Rico. Long throw by Kennedy to Salas, who's come on here in the second half for Puerto Rico. Salas working on Scotty Schweitzer. Gets around him. Schweitzer grabs the jersey, but Salas fights him off. Slide tackle by Scott Schweitzer. Ball looked like it went off of Salas, but the referee says no, it'll be a corner kick for the Puerto Rico Islanders, and they'll take their time on this one. Again, stoppage time. The Rhinos trailing 1-0. Delgado slowly comes over to take the kick for the Islanders. But Salas and Delgado will converge and play it short here. And just eat away at the clock. Schweitzer and Shakiris will push up to make it a 2v2 situation. There they go. Salas short to Delgado right here in front of us on the near side. Shakiris and Delgado, former teammates, battling here. And Sean Shakiris wins the ball off his foot. It'll be another corner kick here for Puerto Rico.
Teammates and good friends, Joe, too. And Delgado's had a great game, I think, too. He's playing his style of play. You know, he's not a physical player. He's more finesse.
He's a bit quiet at times, but he has come on here in the second half. Become more of a presence. Villegas now will come over. And a substitute coming up for the Islanders in stoppage time here. Questionable situation, but they're going to let it go through here for Puerto Rico. Delgado is going to come off for the Islanders. He's the farthest possible sub that they can make. He's coming off. And we'll see who's coming out here for Puerto Rico. 17 Delgado coming off here in stoppage time, so 90-plus minutes for Delgado, the former member of the Raging Rhinos and the Salty Dogs. He comes off. And we'll see who his replacement is.
Milking the clock, baby.
That's a quick sprint to get off the pitch, isn't it?
Larry Callaway's pretty upset with the referee right now.
Isaac Nievas coming in for Noah Delgado. That's the 5th substitution for Puerto Rico. It's Villegas taking the corner kick here on the near side for the Islanders. And Villegas brought in this week from MLS. Crosses into the box. Vallo. No pressure there at all inside the 6. Vallo wins it for the Rhinos. Plays it on the ground to Schweitzer, 35 yards out. We're in stoppage time. Kirk Wilson with the ball for Rochester. To Roger. Roger, good touch inside to Kirk Wilson. Wilson still with the ball, 35 yards out. Wilson cuts to his right, top of the 18. Looking for help there, but Rivera jams him. Nowhere to go. Forward now by the Islanders. It's Salas. Salas looking for some help here, still with the ball on the near side to Rivera. Rivera inside the Rhinos 18. Left-footed shot in the box. Just wide of the net as the crowd gets excited. And Woolfolk was wide open if Rivera had just played the ball across. And they're going to call a corner kick here, saying it was deflected off of one of the Rhinos.
Wow, what Rhino was that?
I have no idea. Vallo's watched it sail harmlessly wide of the net. And it's going to be a corner kick here. Again, deep in stoppage time. They called for 4 minutes. This could be it here as Puerto Rico sets up for another corner kick. Nievas with the corner kick for the Islanders. Serves the ball into the box. Nievas. No one there again inside the 6. And that's going to do it, folks. The final score tonight from the Estadio de Juan Ramon Lubriel in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. The Puerto Rico Islanders won. The Rochester Raging Rhinos nothing. We'll come back with the post-game festivities. You're listening to Raging Rhino Soccer on Sickle 93.3 FM.
Hey fans, World Gym Rochester is the official strength and conditioning facility for your Rochester Rhinos, Nighthawks, and Hammers. World Gym Rochester is proud to offer personal training packages tailored especially to your needs, including a 5-component system that assures you results. Fun, high-energy group exercise classes like Ref Reebok are offered to use and work out with friends. And to make it more convenient for you, World Gym Rochester now offers newly expanded child care hours. For more information, stop by the gym at 1717 East Avenue or call 271-0440. That's 271-0440.
Hey, Joe, what's your vision?
See it online at that'smyvision.com. 1,500 vehicles at your fingertips. Every Vision Honda, Vision Ford, Vision Nissan, Vision Dodge. Online. That'smyvision.com lets you compare vehicles side by side, calculate monthly payment, appraise your trade, and so much more. And since the Vision dealerships have over $10 million in approved loans, you'll get credit-free approval faster, easier, and securely. So car shop when you want. At Vision, we're open 24/7 online. That'smyvision.com.
Oh, yeah, see your vision now.
The New York Lottery presents number 40.
You know, some people think I'm over the hill. Why? Just because I'm number 40? Over the hill? Take number 55. No, there's a number that's hit its limit. So when the New York Lottery says pick some numbers, I say pick number 40 and kiss that midlife crisis goodbye. Think about it. At 40, you can finally get that little red sports car you've always wanted. Get that 40-inch plasma screen TV you've had your eye on. Why not? You deserve it. All I'm saying is, life begins at 40. And maybe the next time you play the New York Lottery, it can for you too. Seriously, I can still play. And look, if you can swing it, I wouldn't mind sharing the big 4-0 with a cute little number who's, say, 25.
The New York Lottery, Lotto, take 5, numbers, win 4, and New York's Mega Millions. We've got your number.
It's Quick Draw Thursdays in May, wherever the New York Lottery's Quick Draw is played. Every winning Quick Draw ticket purchased between 6 and 8 p.m. Thursdays is worth 50% more.
Welcome back to the Estadio D1. Ramon Lubriel, Joe Giuliano, and Soccer Sam here in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. A festive atmosphere in Bayamon as the crowd chanting "Ole, Ole" here. Very happy with the 1-0 win by the Islanders, and you said it during the break, they played a pretty nice game.
Yeah, the Islanders played great soccer tonight, and the Rhinos tried their best, but the whole thing with Roger up top of Miller just wasn't clicking in the first half. A lot of action, but this wasn't happening. And defensively, we were kind of weak in the middle there for a while, and Frankie Sanfilippo came through big. Scotty Swikes and Frankie Sanfilippo just cleaned up things in the back. But they kind of were going at us for quite a while, and so, hey, that happens. Overall, I think we just got to work on our offense a little bit.
Maybe a couple of things to look at here. The Chase Pitkin play of the game. Your thoughts on that?
I probably would say Puerto Rico's goal. I mean, it was a 35-yard blast. It was just a great shot, and it just went upper corner. Val was flying in the air, but to me, that was the play of the game. What are your thoughts?
I agree with Melissa in the 19th minute. Hit it with the outside of the right foot, so it was swerving away from Scott Bell. Great shot by Melissa. That's the play of the game, brought to you by Chase Pitkin, home of the Lifetime Tool Warranty. So looking at the standings now, Puerto Rico with their first win of 2005. They now have 1 win, 2 loss, and 1 tie for 4 points. The Rhinos now have 3 points and 3 games, 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 tie. Check that, 4 points in 3 games here for the Rhinos. So difficult situation for Rochester. They got to play Puerto Rico again. I expect the Islanders to be sky high on Sunday night at 5 o'clock for the kickoff here. And Rochester going to make some tactical adjustments, and Coach Kelly will have them training tomorrow.
Well, the same thing happened in Montreal a couple weeks back. Montreal tied them game 1, and then it kind of blew out in game 2. I think Puerto Rico just doesn't have the guns on the bench, and let's face it, depends on how tired these guys are. This is a tough game. The ground was wet. Everybody was working hard. So I think we have the advantage. We have a little stronger bench. We'll see what happens in Game 2 Sunday.
We've got Game 2 Sunday, 5 o'clock kickoff from Juan Ramon, Lubriel Stadium here in Puerto Rico. Anything else on tonight's match?
Joe, I just think, a lot of the youth, man. The youth movement, I like it. Palgudo looked great. Frankie Sanfilippo looked fantastic. Ray Boom Boom Martinez looked good. I think he just didn't expect the physical play. And I think he was struggling with it. And Roger, same thing. Up top, controlled well, but guys were flying at him left and right. I don't care what leagues you play in. This is one physical, fast league. And a lot of these guys have to adjust it, and it takes a couple games to do that.
Let's see how that all shakes out. Coming up is, don't forget, it's the post-game show with Tom and Soccer Sam. Your phone calls, of course, taken here on the post-game show. We'll come back with the post-game show. I'm Joe Giuliano with Soccer Sam, and you're listening to Raging Rhino Soccer on Sickle 93.3 FM.
Yes, this is my Beamer. You can tell from the hand-waxed hood right down to the Toyo Proxys TPTs. That's TPT for Total Performance Touring Tire. I wouldn't settle for anything less. When I switched to Toyo, I got high-performance handling that hugs the road at all speeds, wet or dry. And they're so quiet, I can hear the engine, not the road. Okay, I'll let you in on a little secret. If you promise not to tell anyone, you save some money. Try it for yourself.
Toyo Proxys tires are at Murphy's Tire, Niagara Street, Canandaigua, and Tire World, Empire Boulevard, Webster. Toyo Tires, driven to perform.
I'm Tom Rosati from Mallier Chevrolet Buick. The guy who always says yes. Now with a lot more to say yes to. Malye is Rochester's newest GM certified used car dealer with more than 200 General Motors certified used vehicles in stock. And with bumper-to-bumper warranty on these vehicles, you'll have the same peace of mind you have with a new car or truck. So take the short drive to Malye and Honeywell Falls, or check us out at Malye.com.
Malye Chevrolet Buick. We always say yes.
A three-pointer invested in hospital travel and workplace. The best things always come in three. Well, through Saturday, Auto Depot USA, three-time consecutive Rochester Choice Award winner, will triple your down payment or trade-in allowance. Shop Rochester's best selection of late models, low mileage, quality pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Right now, if you put $500 down, Auto Depot USA will make it $1,500. Or if you have a vehicle worth $500, Auto Depot will make it worth $1,500. Plus, every vehicle from Auto Depot USA is backed by our 3-day, 500-mile, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? This Saturday, score big at Auto Depot USA, where we'll triple your down payment or trade-in allowance. Call 663-2233 or get to 800 West Ridge Road between Dewey and Mount Reed in Rochester. Auto Depot USA. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable reputation. Tripling your down or trade-in up to $500 with approved credit. See me look at complete details.
And welcome back to the Rochester Raging Rhinos post-game show. This is Tom Kramer here back in the studio at Sickle 93.3 FM. Quick recap now on the scoring of the night. It was in the 19th minute, Johannes Maliza getting the goal for the Islanders. In the 19th minute again, a solid blast from 35 yards out put the Puerto Rico Islanders up 1-0, and that's the way the game ended. Nothing else to really speak of. A lot of back-and-forth action, a lot of shots going back and forth, both sides of the ball. But, again, final score is 1-0. Puerto Rico Islanders ahead of the Rochester Raging Rhinos. When we come back, it will be the free-time out-of-town scoreboard. Join us. This is Rhino Soccer on 93.3 Sickle FM.
Wouldn't it be great if every tool you bought were covered by a lifetime warranty? Chase Kitchen includes one at no charge with every tool purchase. If you're not completely satisfied, return any tool with your receipt and we'll repair it, replace it, or refund your money. And you'll find we carry a huge selection of tools from the best names: DeWalt, Porter Cable, Bosch, Delta, Stanley, and more. All at great prices. The lifetime tool warranty, only from Chase Kitchen.
Make a game night this season into a game weekend with the Clarion Riverside Hotel, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Rochester near Frontier Field. Blue Cross Arena, restaurants, shopping, and more. The Clarion Riverside Hotel is offering sports fans a special $69 spectator rate. Call the sales office at 546-6400 for details. That's 546-6400. The Clarion Riverside Hotel, Main Street, downtown, right on the banks of the Genesee River, and just a free kick away from Frontier Field. We lead very busy lives these days. So many demands, so much stress. There's just not enough time to get everything done. Come home to stress-free apartment living. At Blueberry Hill, luxury and excellence are built right in. Amenities above and beyond other rental units are included. Concierge service is just a phone call away. Let them take care of you. Call 889-7250 and make an appointment and see why Blueberry Hill makes life worth living.
And welcome back. Free time out-of-town scoreboard. Out-of-town Kramer in the studios here at Sickle 93.3 FM. It is the free time magazine out-of-town scoreboard. Western New York arts and entertainment guide available online at freetime.com. Only one other game going on tonight across the East Coast. It's the Richmond Kickers at Virginia Beach, and no score update from the league as far as that game goes. Again, Richmond at Virginia, no score yet at this point in time. The other game, of course, was Rochester at Puerto Rico. Score there again, 1-0. The Rhinos on the tail end of that one. When we come back, stay with us. Soccer Sam will rejoin me. We'll take your calls right here, 222-9393. This is Rhino Soccer on the all-new Sickle 93.3 FM.
Hey fans, World Gym Rochester is the official strength and conditioning facility for your Rochester Rhinos, Nighthawks, and Hammers. World Gym Rochester is proud to offer personal training packages tailored especially to your needs, including a 5-component system that assures you results. fun, high-energy group exercise classes like Rep Reebok are offering so you can work out with friends. And to make it more convenient for you, World Gym Rochester now offers newly expanded child care hours. For more information, stop by the gym at 1717 East Avenue or call 271-0440. That's 271-0440.
What if you celebrated getting things done in your office the way you celebrate on the field?
We've won the pitch. It'll be our biggest client ever.
That's cool. Maybe some celebrations are best left on the field. But when you hear this, you'll know things are getting done. To learn more about how Nextel can help you get more done, call 800-NEXTEL-9 or visit Nextel.com. Nextel. Done.
A three-pointer is back to ball. A hat trick. A triple crown is birthday. The best things always come in three. Well, through Saturday, Auto Depot USA, 3-time consecutive Rochester Choice Award winner, will triple your down payment or trade-in allowance. Shop Rochester's best selection of late models, low mileage, quality pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Right now, if you put $500 down, Auto Depot USA will make it $1,500. Or if you have a vehicle worth $500, Auto Depot will make it worth $1,500. Plus, every vehicle from Auto Depot USA is backed by our 3-day, 500-mile, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? This Saturday, score big at Auto Depot USA, where we'll triple your down payment or trade-in allowance. Call 663-2233 or get to 800 West Ridge Road between Dewey and Mount Reed in Rochester. Auto Depot USA. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable reputation. Triple your down or trade-in up to $500 with the free credit. See you for complete details.
And welcome back. This is the Nextel Direct call-in show driven by Auto Depot USA. Nextel helps groups get things done. Call 800-NEXTEL-9 for power phones with walkie-talkie, GPS navigation, and speakerphone. Nextel, done. Also, Auto Depot USA, 3-time Rochester's Choice Award winner as the best selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. Auto Depot USA, unbeatable prices, unbeatable reputation. Rochester Raging Rhinos at Puerto Rico tonight on the fallen end of a 1-0 decision. I'm joined now by the one and only Soccer Sam, live down from Puerto Rico. Sammy, tough game for the Rhinos, buddy.
Tommy.com, I mean, tough game right now. The players are on the field just kind of, warming down or cooling down kind of thing. Both coaches are kind of just talking in the corner, discussing what happened in tonight's game. The players in a little huddle, stretching, kind of loosening up. It's a 30 to 40-minute ride back to the hotel. A tough game, a lot of heat, wet ground. I mean, all you Rhino fans out there, though, we want to hear from you, man. 222-9393. Tommy, here's the thing I was thinking. I was talking to Joe Giuliano a second ago. I mean, Craig Demon, probably one of the best defenders, maybe in the history of the A-League or USL Division I, out with an injury. Once he gets back, that's definitely going to make a big difference in the back. There was some shaky moments in the back in the first half. Let's face it, Jason Perry, who's been a Jason Perry's been a big part of what's been going on in the back, in the center, in the midfield, in the defense. He's out with the flu. So you got, guys getting used to playing with each other, and it just didn't work out as well as I think they planned. Roger up top. I mean, Carvajal's man has been doing it. 2-3 preseason games. Last week at home, you fans saw Carvajal do his magic. Him, Doug Miller, Pato Aguilar were doing their thing. Down with a kind of a back strain. So that kind of changed things up top. I think Roger did a good job. But I think a lot of these players that come to this league from higher leagues underestimate how great this league is. And it's going to take them a little while to get used to a faster, more physical type soccer.
Well, it's been coming for a while with only 12 teams now in the USL First Division. I mean, the USL has really weeded this out. The Second Division has still got a couple quality sides in it, but the First Division is it. And Puerto Rico is up here for a reason. They've been an up-and-coming team. They only had 5 wins last year. But come on, here it is, the 4th game of the season for them now, and they've got their first win. And in fact, to make this even more devastating now for the Rhinos, the Islanders have just leapfrogged the Rhinos as far as positioning now. So the Rhinos just a hair now out of, they're not in 8th place anymore, they're now in 9th. So, I mean, it's just one of those things, and it sounds like the Islanders, with all their fans behind them, had a lot going for them. It was all
the first 6 minutes, there were 3 or 4 dangerous shots right in the beginning from Puerto Rico. Pato got it going again for us, for the Rhinos in the 8th, 9th minute, 10th minute. But then again, it was just back and forth, and it sounded like even more so, not just up top trying to get things going, but even in the middle a little bit and maybe in the back, the things weren't just clicking as well as they probably could have.
Well, Ian Fuller's another player, Tom, that I missed you on. Ian Fuller not being in there is the main part of the either defense or midfield or up top. He can play anywhere, but he's a target man, and I think that Roger looked like he was a little winded near the end there, but they really didn't have that big target guy to work off of. Kept him in there, did some nice things, but Ian Fuller, when this team is healthy and everyone's here, I think it's going to be a little different. I think Bolanos, who didn't get any playing time tonight because he was the odd foreigner out, he might be in on Sunday, and then that can make a difference. We'll get a chance maybe to see his little magic and see what Coach Callaway does. But the guys are still in the field, so for me to get players lined up tonight is probably going to be impossible. But I'd love to hear from our listeners to talk about the game, the season, the changes, the Sedgwick thing, and these new guys coming in, what they think, Coach's philosophy. You heard his speech at our home opener. Just a great person and really reaching out to the crowd, and they welcomed him with open arms. So, this is not an easy team, Puerto Rico. This is a tough team.
And I'm sure down at the home field with the home field advantage. And let's mention the weather, too. That had to play a factor. Pouring rain for the first half. Whether it was raining or not in the second half, you've got really sloppy, wet conditions there to play on. And, what was the crowd like there, Sam? You said you were expecting 6,000 to 8,000. Did it look like that many?
We are looking right now for the official stats. It looked like that many. They were loud. I'll tell you, they were dancing and making noise the whole game. The whole game, there's not announcements here. They don't play any music. It's all you hear is the crowd chanting and making noise, and you got player chants for different players. When a player went in, they do a chant for the player that's coming in, and they're really into it. And when the players came off the first half, they just were like all over the players, like doing all these chants and songs. Second half starts, same thing. They come out of the tunnel, they erupt. It's a great European type soccer feeling here. You got a complete camera crew, 3 high cameras on these monster pedestals up in the air, 2 down cameras, and they broadcast these games on like a local cable access channel. I think on the following day. So they're not playing games. They're ready. The scoreboard doesn't show replays, but they're working on that right now. They're also working on putting a new bar in kind of like I wouldn't say a meeting area, but like a big room where you could rent out and have parties and stuff and oversee the whole field.
See, and that's just it. Every single team is looking at, whether they're looking at Rochester, looking at just expanding in general, they are really gunning for, they're making the USL First Division a very premier division, a very good understudy, if you will, to MLS, and even almost an equal at some point, you might want to say it, depending on how, what city you might be in. But that's great for the league. It's great for everything. What is better, though, if we get some calls on our next Call Direct call-in show, 222-9393, we want to hear from you. This is your show. It's all about you, driven by Auto Depot USA. The Rhinos on the tail end of a 1-0 defeat from the Puerto Rico Islanders. Sammy, you talked about Sedgwick there. You touched on him just a little bit there. How did he look for you? You guys said you were far away from the field, and yet what happened on that play? What transpired when he got hurt in the forehead?
Well, he went up with the ball. It looked like he either got elbowed in the forehead or head-butted. Cut his head like right above the eye. It was bleeding pretty heavy. And I think he'll be fine. I got Joe Giuliano joining me now with some official stuff. And to tell you, Sedgwick, when he went down, it was just instant. The referee waved for Dave DiVasquale to come over. It looked pretty serious, but he's such a tough kid.
Yeah, like I said, we're way up here, and we can see the blood just trickling down his forehead. And it's good to see that Sedgwick is doing okay. I got the official stats here, and I don't know if you're close or they're off or what's going on, but shots on goal, 12 for Puerto Rico, 9 for the Rochester Rhinos.
Had that right on.
Did you?
Yep.
Good for you. Saves, 5 for Val, 3 for Dan Kennedy. Fouls, 15 by the Rhinos, 9 by Puerto Rico.
Oh, no way.
No. Offside, 7 by the Rhinos, 6 by Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico dominating corner kicks, 9-3. 2 cautions tonight, 1 for Delgado in the 44th minute, and one for Roger in the 56th minute. We knew Roger's was coming, though, didn't we?
We knew that. Does it have the standings or the attendance there? Tom asked about the attendance. Did they put on there at all anywhere?
No attendance, but I'm going to take a wild guess and say about 4,500.
45?
It's still very respectable considering the weather.
Definitely. It was pouring rain time. I mean, it took us probably almost an hour to get here because there's traffic everywhere, accidents because the rain was so bad. So I'm sure it hurt their attendance tonight, but it was a great crowd.
Now, they're still on the field now. Are they going to actually be, you said it's a long drive back. What are they doing right now exactly, the team itself? They're still just warming down and getting a talking to?
Yeah, they're just jogging inside the 18-yard line, slow jogs, stretching on the move, and a couple guys now are just starting to slow down with the jogs, and you can kind of see them pointing in different areas of the field, talking about what happened in the game. So they're still down on the pitch, just cooling down, and I'm just getting ready for next Sunday.
It's calisthenics. Callaway's upset with the loss, so he's making new calisthenics. Are they doing suicides down there?
No, it's a nice, easy cool down. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
In this humid condition to keep loose for the game on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, Tom, it's not a luxury bus that they go back in. It's a bus that's it's like kind of it's like the Partridge Family bus, only it's blue. So I mean, it's tight conditions there. But Tom, the bottom line here is that Coach Callaway knows what he's doing here. It's a couple little things, a couple little tweaks, and it's going to happen. And I'm not convinced that he had the manpower here to do it tonight. A couple kind of up top a little bit, maybe, and defensively in the middle, we were a little shaky.
Well, you got two new forwards going at it, Miller and Roger. Never played together, so that's one issue you're looking at. And then in the midfield, Schweitzer, Bonsu, or the defense, Schweitzer, Bonsu, Sanfilippo, Pelguda, not on the same page throughout the match. Sanfilippo, though, he was fantastic as far as the back four are concerned. But Schweitzer also had a strong game.
Yeah, definitely. We have now the Laraca's Restaurant, which is the official team meal restaurant of the Rhinos. Their player of the game, and my player of the game for the Laraca player of the game is Frankie Sanfilippo, Joe.
Italian kid, Frankie Sanfilippo, Laraca's restaurant and party house. Beautiful. It goes hand in hand, doesn't it?
What'd you think, though? I mean,
he was tremendous. Remember that one slide tackle he made in the second half here? He was about 8 yards behind the play, and his closing speed, it was unbelievable how he came in, slide tackle, and just preventing the shots from going on goal.
My number 2 guy, Tommy, was probably, I'd say Vallow. Scott Vallow made a fantastic save in the first half, upper corner. That would have been over with. It would have been 2-0 at that point. I don't know how he got that high up and just tipped it over the bar. And, I mean, he did his best. They were coming at him a lot in that first half.
Sounds like he was stretched out completely. Sorry, Joe, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, and on the goal, too, they really, like I said, it was swerving away from him. Tremendous shot. I haven't seen a shot like that in years. That was a tremendous strike.
And that was right after the first goal, too. So, I mean, he sounded like he was just really just whipping it out and stretching his body way out.
And then Laraca's number 3 player of the game, Joe? Pato Aguilera.
I'm giving it to Pato. My number 3 spot has to go to Pato. He was all up and down that field, especially in the first half.
Good choice. I agree with that.
8th, 9th minute, he had 2 blistering shots, at least from what you described, Joe.
Yes, he did. He definitely was an impact tonight. He was all over the field. Left, right, center. He was demanding the ball, and as a great midfielder, that's what you want to see. And Pato, I think, is coming into his own this year with the Rhinos.
Yeah, he was looking for Martinez a lot, gave him some nice through balls. Ray was trying to, he was going at the man. He was beating the first guy, but before he knew it, there was 2 or 3 guys on him coming from every angle, and it kind of messed him up at times. But I think Ray Martinez is a player to watch in the future.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what? Let's give some credit to Puerto Rico, too. They've gone out and signed some quality players. Peter Villegas played with the Metro Stars for 7 years. Very good player. Delgado, Corey Woolfolk, Juninho. You said it. This is a very good team. And
Coach Maradona.
I was going to say, don't count out Maradona. He's got to be taking cues from his brother, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're not here just to play and have fun. They're here to make an impact in the league. And I'm afraid to say it, but I think they're going to.
They're going to be a quality side this year.
Tom, it's just not just on the pitch, but off the pitch. I mean, the whole organization, you can just see they're into this. They're big time. Before the game, they got all kinds of different ethnic booths here there's even a pina colada booth, and they're just trying to, they're merchandise guys, got everything you can imagine with their logo on it, and they're just really trying to be like the Rhinos, to be like the best team in soccer, and I give them a lot of credit, and they're heading in the right direction.
Well, that sounds great. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick break on the Nextel Direct Call-In Show. But before we do that, I want to toss out a trivia question. And here it is. In the 3 games that we played with Puerto Rico last season, 2004, how many goals did Puerto Rico score total, aggregate, against us? 3 games, how many goals did Puerto Rico score against the Rhinos last year in the 3 games? That is it. 222-9393 is our phone number. You can call in to the Nextel Direct Call-In Show. Driven by Auto Depot USA, Rhinos trail it falling 1-0 to the Puerto Rico Islanders tonight. We'll be right back with the post-game show. This is Rhino Soccer on the all-new Fickle 93.3 FM.
Oh, no, it sounds like that car needs some help. Take your car where the Rhinos have been taking theirs since 1996 to Tony's Collision. Conveniently located at 270 Anderson Avenue in downtown Rochester, just minutes from the Park Ave area. Tony's Collision is family-owned and proud to celebrate their 40th year of providing quality collision repair. Their color match experts guarantee that your car will look like it came straight from the factory. Tony's Collision takes pride in their quality workmanship and the savings they pass on to their customers. They'll even work directly with your insurance company. And until May 5th, Tony's has free Rhino tickets. That's right, come in for a free estimate and tell us you heard this ad and receive 1 ticket for an upcoming game. When your car's been in an accident, don't settle for anything less. Trust in Tony's. Tony's Collision. Call 473-8776 or stop by 270 Anderson Avenue downtown.
Hey fans, World Gym Rochester is the official strength and conditioning facility for your Rochester Rhinos, Nighthawks, and Amerks. World Gym Rochester is proud to offer personal training packages tailored especially to your needs, including Apex, a 5-component system that assures you results. The Apex system is customized for you and your needs. Lose weight, improve your health, or just get in better shape. World Gym Rochester and Apex can help you reach your goals. Fun, high-energy group exercise classes like Rep Reebok are offered. You can work out with friends. Spinning, yoga, and Pilates are also great ways to work out and to release stress and tension. And to make it more convenient for you, World Gym Rochester now offers newly expanded child care hours. For more information, please stop by the gym at 1717 East Avenue, just west of the East Avenue and Whitney Road intersection. Or call 271-0440. That's 271-0440.
The area's best used car selection is in your home. Log on to that'smyvision.com now and see nearly 1,500 new and used vehicles from all 5 Vision dealerships. Search Vision's used import and domestic cars, used trucks, Vision's used minivan. Find the perfect pre-owned SUV. 1,500 vehicles, all priced with huge online-only savings. Save even more with Vision's internet coupon and free oil changes for life. And get instant credit approval online. That'smyvision.com makes it easier than ever to...
And welcome back to the Nextel Direct Call-In Show, driven by Auto Depot USA. My name is Tom Craver here at the all-new Fickle 93.3 FM studios. The Rhinos 1-0 trailers tonight at the hands of the Puerto Rico Islanders. 222-9393 is our number here on the Nextel Direct Call-In Show. Again, driven by Auto Depot USA. What we're going to do right now is go to the phone lines. We have a trivia question out there, and that is in the 3 games with Puerto Rico last year, how many goals did they score against the Rhinos? And I think we have Adam on the line. Adam, welcome to the post-game show.
What's going on, guys?
Not much. You got an answer for the trivia question?
Nah, dude.
No, all right. 4 tickets.
No answer.
No answer? 4 tickets for the Rhinos match against Montreal on the 21st. Adam, comments on the game tonight.
Okay. There's going to be a lot.
Well, we'll take it one by one, then.
Take it one by one.
It's your show, Adam.
First of all,
it's your show, baby. Do your thing.
Twice. This is my show. First of all, you guys stop saying that Puerto Rico's good because we lost. Okay? Puerto Rico stinks, man.
All right, one thing at a time. First of all, we're here. Joe and I have been around soccer all our lives. Puerto Rico played good tonight. A lot better than they played at Frontier Field.
The only reason why they played good against us today is because they won. If we beat them 2-1, playing the same way, no one would be saying that Puerto Rico's good.
All right, well, that's
an opinion, sure.
They have 3 good players. One striker, and they got Delgado and Wolfhawk, which 2 of those guys we like all.
Absolutely. And actually, Corey was up and down the field, especially the last 25 minutes of play there.
No, I mean, we don't have any strikers on this team, besides Buggy Miller. So I have no idea why we let go of Wolfhawk. But that's Lord Callaway's deal. Another thing is, what's up with the lineups?
Well, there's a lot of players out this week, Adam. I know that Carabao was injured, actually, and Sam, you probably know a little more intimately the actual injury list.
Yeah. First of all,
when Pato came off, who came in for him?
Who came for who?
Who came in for Pato?
Jamal Mitchell
came in near the end.
Jamal Mitchell. Okay, so we couldn't take off someone else instead of one of our best midfielders? And why didn't you take out Milenov for Tizakaris? I mean, we're down behind a goal, so we add a defensive-minded player for an offensive-minded player? I don't know, I'm a little confused by it.
It was about fatigue too. I mean it was hot out there, and it was a soggy ground, which you ever played before on a wet ground. It's soggy. There was a lot of fatigue.
Player can handle playing in the rain or whatever. It's Lednoff.
Yeah, but there's still the other side of this too, Adam, where on Sunday night these guys got to play again, probably in the same humidity, whether there's rain or not, who knows? But it'll still be the same. There's only 19 guys on this trip, so 11 of them have to play again. It's a matter of keeping fresh legs. Sorry, Sam. Go ahead.
No, Adam. One of the things I was thinking about earlier on is that Dusty Hudak's in the lineup. I'm thinking, why have your backup goalie? But then, like 2 minutes into the game, Valo goes to kick it and he slides. It looked like he ripped his groin the way his leg stretched. And I'm thinking, hey, you got to have the backup goalie in there. Pilarski didn't get much playing time, but he looked like a little banged up in practice this week. And Kirk Wilson I went to practice Thursday, and Kirk Wilson did not practice, wasn't feeling good. There's a little flu going on. Him and Jason Perry had a flu, and so I think he waited to put Kirk Wilson in only because he wasn't feeling good most of the week.
Well, that answers one of my questions. I was going to actually say the same thing, because, Adam, I can understand where you're coming from with why were certain players selected to play and why we're somehow back, and that answers the question about Wilson, because I thought he should have came in a lot sooner. And I actually also thought that maybe Roger could have went out a little earlier, especially how aggressive he was playing, already having a yellow card.
Okay, so we had 19 players here today?
Well, we're allowed to dress 18, and there are 18, and there's 19 players who actually made the trip, just to have that extra body, and just in case of what might happen tonight, or just weather and fatigue and everything else. Remember, there's 2 games in a short amount of time. You can't fly people back and forth in this short of a time.
Who didn't make it?
Who didn't make the trip?
Where's Fuller?
Fuller is hurt with a calf injury. Hurt it like second day of the week, Tuesday, and he was very disappointed. I saw him in training. He was, very upset with himself that it was the same day that John Wilson got cut, and they were really close friends. And then that was first thing that happened in the morning. And later on in the afternoon practice, he pulled his calf muscle. He didn't make the trip. Patrick Berry, who didn't get any playing time so far, I don't think hasn't got any playing time, didn't make the trip. Carbajal hurt his back at Frontier Field. You guys saw that. And Jason Perry had the flu. We know about Demon, still nursing his knee injury. And that's pretty much the guys that could have made the trip, and there's the reason why they didn't.
Why did we let go of Wilson?
Why did we let go of John Wilson?
Yeah, we should let go of the other Wilson, if you ask me.
Kirk's been a solid man in the middle for a while, and he's actually played up top for the Rhinos, too. Wilson's more of a defensive player. That's a question probably for Coach Callaway to answer on that one as to why he was let go.
Yeah, the coach, those are questions. But Adam, I mean, just Joe and I's perspective here, defensively, we're loaded. I mean, Frankie Sanfilippo, Jason Perry, Scotty Schweitzer, Palguda, these kids are all for real here. And you got Rivas coming. Demon. I mean, you can go on and on. Defensively, we're loaded.
According to the rules, in soccer, how many foreigners can we have? Because we have way too many. Don't we?
It's not a matter of how many you can have. It's a matter of how many you can dress. So there is going to be a foreigner sitting out every game, without a doubt, if we stay at this pace.
Right. And then Demon's got nickel paper
foreigners
now.
can actually have on the team?
No, you could have as many as you want. You can only
dress 5.
Only dress 5, right? Yep.
I thought you can only have 7 on a team.
You know, somebody else said that the other day in
that was a rule a few years ago. I think that may have been dropped. I'm not close. I'll look that up while we're going to break sometime here. That used to be the case, but I don't.
When is Rivas coming back?
Rivas is in the championships tonight, and I think Sunday is game 2 of the MSL championship. So probably by Monday or Tuesday he'll be heading this way. And I tell you right now, they could probably use a Rivas kind of an enforcer kind of playing in the middle there.
Well, you still got new guys in the back. Schweitzer is probably the only one with the experience and with playing with Val for one and playing with the other guys and holding the back line. The rest of it is all. I mean, you got Palguti, you got San Filippo, you got Bansu, you've got all these guys that are great talent. However, they're not exactly accustomed. They haven't gelled yet playing together. So when Demon comes back, you'll have Schweitzer and Demon back there. You know, Rivas has always been a stalwart. He's been great. He's been
Hey, that's the other thing you guys got to stop talking about is the gelling part. Because
you don't believe in that.
No, it's not that I don't believe in it. They've been practicing all season long, and preseason, they've gelled.
But actually, that's not entirely accurate, because especially during the preseason.
Hold on. What are you going to? Okay, so once Rivas comes back in. You guys going to keep talking about the gelling part for another 3 weeks?
Absolutely. Well,
and when Denton comes back, you guys going to talk about it for another 3 weeks?
You know, possibly, but
it's going to be an adjustment phase. And Coach Callaway now...
These kids aren't 12 years old. They're on the field. They're professional players.
It's going to be an adjustment phase.
They're fine.
It's going to be an adjustment phase for them to get used to each other. Whether you're a kid or an adult, you've got to get used to what you're working with and what you're playing with. And I think Coach Callaway is tweaking with the lineup to find that right special mix, and he just hasn't found it yet. And when he does, with the quality we have on paper, I think we're all going to be pretty happy.
Yeah. Adam, let me ask you,
positives?
What are your suggestions, maybe, or any positives you can bring out of this?
Out of what, today?
Yeah. Or suggestions on what you'd like to see, maybe.
Or this season, Adam, so far.
I like to see in months ago. Play with a regular, consistent lineup of 5 midfielders, 4 defenders, and 1 striker.
Well, that would be nice if we can keep everybody healthy and playing. That'd be great. Adam, thank you very much for your call. We appreciate it. 222-9393 is our phone number here on the Nextel Direct Connect call-in show. We're going to take a quick break here. Driven by Auto Depot USA, Rhinos 1-0 losers at Puerto Rico. This is Rhino Soccer on 93.3 Fickle FM.
What if you celebrated getting things done in your office the way you celebrate on the field?
We won the pitch. It'll be our biggest fight ever.
Ooh, that's cold. Maybe some celebrations are best left on the field. But when you hear this, you'll know things are getting done. To learn more about how Nextel can help you get more done, call 800-NEXTEL-9 or visit Nextel.com. Nextel. Done.
Wouldn't it be great if every tool you bought were covered by a lifetime warranty? Chase Pitson includes one at no charge with every tool purchase. If you're not completely satisfied, return any tool with your receipt and we'll repair it, replace it, or refund your money. And you'll find we carry a huge selection of tools from the best names. DeWalt, Porter Cable, Bosch, Delta, Stanley, and more. All at great prices. The lifetime tool warranty, only from Chase Pitson.
Man, this has to be the world's slowest moving elevator.
We're not moving at all. We're stuck.
Okay, I gotta get out of here now.
Are you claustrophobic?
What? Oh, I gotta get to McDonald's. Chicken selects are back there, the best. Juicy all-white meat chicken with spicy buffalo or honey mustard dipping sauces.
Relax.
Relax? This deal's not forever.
Calm down. We'll get out soon.
But you don't understand. I was gonna buy you lunch.
Get us out now!
Try Chicken Select or the extra value meal only at McDonald's. Smile at participating restaurants.
And welcome back to the Nextel Direct call-in show, driven by Auto Depot USA. My name is Tom Craver, sitting here, Rhinos, 1-0 losers tonight at Puerto Rico. We got a trivia question out there for you. In the 3 games the Rhinos played against Puerto Rico last year, how many goals did the Islanders score total in all 3 of those games? Danny, I sat down for coffee this past week with Bill Sedgwick, and what a story this guy has to tell as far as, and what emotions had to have played out on that field tonight. It's kind of interesting, actually, especially seeing he's the one that got so hurt. He was cut. 2 hours later, Atlanta called him and wanted him to come down there. In the meantime, he was training with Puerto Rico, and they actually offered him a plane ticket back for this week. Did you see anything like that reflected in the field tonight? Any of those emotions going on?
Well, I say he came in 63rd minute for T-Bone Bantu. I thought he played great on the outside, got into the attack a little bit. Obviously, the headbutt to the head and the gash over the eye kind of slowed him down a little bit. But he's just playing with his heart. It's one of those things. I think a lot of the players in this team, unfortunately, soccer isn't at the level of some of the other sports in the country where you make a name for yourself on a team. You're popular, you do your job well, your job's protected. It's just not like that in the sport, and it's probably never going to be that way in this sport. And it's, no job here is secure right now, especially when you lose a game, against Puerto Rico. And let's say if they redeem themselves on Sunday, it'd be different. But a lot of guys still there's still got to be some budget cuts, and these guys are thinking about that. I'm sure you're out there in the field thinking about it. And some of the guys that were in the price range of a Billy Sedgwick, knowing that Billy took a substantial pay cut to stay on this team, still more than he would make playing for Atlanta or playing for Puerto Rico, but took a substantial pay cut. I think guys that are in the same bracket as he's in thinking, hey, I better go in and talk to these guys about taking a little cut here, or maybe the next guy out of here, because, let's face it, you have budgets like in any other company. People in Rochester know how that is. Kodak, Xerox, Bachelam, there's been cuts for how many years? I don't know. Valio. These guys are cutting out every week, people. Things happen. Economy changes. Budgets happen. You got to keep that budget at a certain level. Whatever happened with the Rhinos, I think what happened is Pat Ercole and Chris Economides brought in some guys, and then they let Ercole go, and then you have a new coach comes in, and the new coach says, okay, you guys brought in these new guys. We got these old guys here. I got some guys I like to bring in. Well, let's bring them all in, and let's see how they all gel together, and let's see who kind of makes it and who stays and who goes. And next thing you know, the first kind of casualty there was that the fans really cared about was Billy Sedgwick. Justin Dargou really didn't get a lot of playing time, real popular in the community, local kid, but I don't think that kind of changed things. Noel Delgado, same thing. Did a lot of great things last year with us, Camp Good Days, did a lot of great appearances, great person, but really didn't become a fan favorite. But the Billy Sedgwick thing was like, whoa, these guys are mean business here. And so now that Billy's back, I think a lot of these veterans that are in that high bracket, price-wise, are probably thinking, I better go renegotiate my contract. You hear that being done in football when they're over their budget and stuff. They go in and restructure their contracts. I think some of these guys need to do that soon.
Well, you're carrying 27 players. If you're the Rhinos management, if you're the Rhinos coaching staff, you've got to make some decisions. You can't keep 27 players of that quality happy, paid, and playing at the same time. We want to make, Adam made a great point before, you want to make some starting 11. You want to make a team that's going to play out there and start all the time. 27 players, you can field two sides at that point and still have spares left on each side. So, yeah, you're right. Somebody's going to have to go somewhere down the line, and, who is it? I sat down with Billy, and I promised him that I would give him this plug. You mentioned the level in the community and what he gave back too. He's got that whole Quarters for Cancer organization, great organization, doing great things. Look for some major things happening over the next few weeks with Quarters for Cancer. All that money, Sam, is going to the Golisano Children's Center at Strong Hospital, and actually they're talking about there is a family in need of some assistance with their daughter with cancer this year, and Billy and his organization, the Quarters for Cancer, are looking to do something for that family too. So again, more announcements coming soon on that. I promised Billy I'd get that out for him. But somebody stalwart like that in the community, as well as he's putting his time on the field, getting injured, doing everything, and running back and forth still. Of course, people like that. Things happen when you release a player like that. 222-9393 on the Nextel Direct Call-In Show, driven by Auto Depot USA. We want to hear from you. We got a trivia question out there still. In the 3 games against Puerto Rico last year, how many goals did the Islanders score against the Rhinos? We're going to take a quick break here on the Nextel Direct Call-In Show. When we continue, we want to take your calls. 222-9393. This is Rhino Soccer on the new Fickle 93.3 FM Random Radio.
BB King, 3 minutes to showtime.
What's wrong, baby? You don't sing yourself tonight.
I don't know. Sold out every show on my tour. My record went platinum.
Guess I'm just too happy.
That's no good. You need to change your mood, and fast.
Then pass me my Nextel phone so I can direct connect my woman. Baby?
Yes, baby.
Baby, I'm feeling too good.
Hold on now, I got just the cure. BB King, we are through. The man from the bank was just here, and he's taking all your property. And your dog just up and died.
Oh, thanks, baby. I believe that did the trick.
Only Nextel has Direct Connect, the digital two-way radio feature. Need something fast? Push one button and get right through. No phone tag, no leaving messages.
Baby, I had a great show. Now I need you to bring me down for the encore.
Call 1-800-NEXTEL-9 for more info or shop at Nextel.com.
Does your golf game need a change of scenery? Leave the same old courses behind and head to Lakeside Country Club in Penn Yan on scenic Cayuga Lake. It's one of the most beautiful courses you'll ever play. Memberships are available, but the public is welcome. Just call PGA Pro Bob King at 315-536-7252 to book your tee time. The course is located near many of the Finger Lakes' finest wineries, so make a day out of it and enjoy the best that the Finger Lakes has to offer. On the course and off. Call Lakeside Country Club, 315-536-7252.
You know, Arnie, I really admire you.
Well, let me tell you something, Bill. In America, you can have it all.
Yeah, me, I can't even trade in my old car.
Bill, stop being a dairy man and go to Marina Dodge.
When you make a deal, we'll pay off your current vehicle no matter how much you owe. New 05 Dodge Durangos and Ram Quadcast, $9,000 off MSRP only at Marina Dodge. 943 Ridge Road between 5 Mile Line and Hard Road in Webster. Call 866-7774 now. Several available at this offer to qualified buyers plus tax, pilot, plate fees. All rebates to dealer. Offer not valid in combination.
And welcome back to the Nextel Direct Call-In Show, driven by Auto Depot USA. The Rhinos, 1-0 losers tonight at Puerto Rico Islanders, the second of 3 games in a row against the Islanders. Game 3 against the Islanders, the 4th game for the Rhinos of the season, will be Sunday night, and you'll hear it all right here on the new Fickle 93.3 FM. We do have a score finally out of Virginia Beach. It is the Richmond Kickers on the upside of a 1-0 decision in Virginia Beach. Don't have anything as to who scored the goal yet. We've got the score. That's good enough for the USL for right now to get to us, and we appreciate that very much. That keeps Richmond at the top of the table. 5 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie with 16 points, and since they didn't get any points from the game, Virginia Beach still tied for 5th. Not much really changes there except for the Rhinos. The Rhinos now moving to 9th place as the Islanders leapfrog them in 8th place now. Hopefully that will change after Sunday night. 222-9393. We got a trivia question out there. In the 3 games with Puerto Rico last year, how many goals did Puerto Rico score? And we have someone on the line, Jeremy. Do you have a guess?
I think I remember one goal.
Absolutely, 1 goal. 4 tickets for you. Congratulations. You got 4 tickets for the Rhinos' next match, the next home match, the 21st against the Montreal. Sam?
It's going to be a great match.
Well, let's hope so.
And with my 4 tickets, anyone who wants to come down to the bullpen and stand with the Stampede for the match, they've got a free ticket to the match. Just let me know. I'm on the web boards. I've got 4 of them, and they're going fast.
That's very generous of you.
Hey, what can I say? I'm a very nice guy.
Any comments on tonight's game?
Well, it's another close road loss, but it's still a loss, and I really hope to get 6 points on the road for this trip because you need that kind of confidence going into 2 matches against Montreal.
Absolutely.
And the A-League is still it has a lot more parity than it did 4 or 5 seasons ago, but you still have your first-class teams and you still have your second-class teams, and I consider Puerto Rico still a second-class team in this league, and on the road or at home against these second-class teams, you have to pick up at least a point, ideally 3 points, because if you don't, that puts you in a situation where you absolutely have to pick up 3 points at home and on the road against established first-class teams like Richmond and Montreal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jerry,
go ahead, Tim.
Jerry, I tell you, Joe and I here tonight. We were here last year. I got to disagree with you. I think Puerto Rico is a heck of a team. I think their players struggled a lot like some of our new players are struggling right now, is that they weren't used to the pace of this league and how physical this league is. But you're talking some pretty soccer. You were there the other night in Frontier Field. You can't tell me this is a bad team.
Well, I mean, they did draw Montreal earlier in the year, and they did hold them scoreless at home for the first 45 minutes of their other game. But, I mean, they still don't have the individual star power that a team like Richmond, Montreal, and allegedly on paper, Rochester has. They do have good coaching in Hugo Maradona. I'm not sure if they're going to be a playoff contender this year, but that's only because the A-League is so good that there are 6 teams better than them. And ideally, hopefully once we quote-unquote gel down the road, whenever that is, ideally we'll be one of them. And we didn't show it tonight. We're going to have to do it Sunday.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Joe. How are some of the players in this team, man?
Well, what Hugo Maradona has done is really established some depth now with the Islanders. He's got Woolfolk on the bench. Peter Villegas has spent 7 years with the Metro Stars. To stick in the MLS for 7 years, you're not going to be any slouch kind of player. So they've developed some depth. He's also got the big guy, Salas, on the bench. 3 quality guys coming off the bench. Picked up Delgado. Juninho, to me, is one of the best players in the A-League, or the USL. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen him play in Rochester. I've seen him play here. The guy is all over the field. He is the real deal. And now, a lot of fans who are listening, it's unfortunate they've only seen Puerto Rico play at Frontier Field on the small field. And they come here with the support of their crowd in their home stadium. They play a nice, attractive brand of soccer that a lot of A-League USL teams don't play. And they're not just saying that because they beat the Rhinos 1-0. If you look back at last year, we felt the same way. It's a unique style of soccer, and I think we're starting to see it now really come into shape.
Yeah, Arizona came in late last year, and so it changed things. But, Jeremy, and I know Adam's still listening, I'm curious to see how these guys end up. I'd like to see them in the next couple of games against teams like Richmond and Seattle and Portland. And, obviously they already played Montreal, but then just see how they compete with them. Because I think this is a heck of a team. And, I'm not going to discredit the fact that the Rhinos were a little miscued in the back. Yeah, they were. Their defense was miscuing. And up top, I think Rozier and Miller weren't just playing together in the beginning. But I think Puerto Rico's for real.
Oh, yeah, I have no doubt. They're much improved over last year. But apparently we are, too. That's why we spent so much money, and that's why we're over payroll. To be a better team than we were last year.
Well, with carrying 27 people still, though, 27 players, there's still got to be an element of who's going to stay and who's going to go. And unfortunately, the way it looks like Coach Callaway is still trying to figure that out. Joe, I'm going to add a few more guys to your list there as far as who Puerto Rico has. They have Bardelas off. I believe he's been off the bench more times than not. He's only got, actually, no, I'm sorry, he played 2 full games, the 2 games that he did play. But he played for the Galaxy from 2000 to 2003. He had 3 solid years in the MLS as well. He went to a pro amateur team in 2004, but came completely up right away back to Puerto Rico this year as well. And then, of course, Alexis Rivera and Rafael Ortiz as well. 2 solid guys that played all the time for all the games Puerto Rico's played. They've got guys that are going in there, and, they've got, if you want to use that word gel or not, they've got that going. Jeremy, anything else for tonight?
Well, I pretty much agree with that, but I know Coach Callaway still has decisions to be made and has to trim down the roster some more. But the clock is ticking, and with 2 big matches against Montreal, big 6-point matches when it comes right down to it, you've got to know who your best 11 are, and you can't be a tinkerman when it comes to big games like that.
Absolutely. Jeremy, thank you for the call. We appreciate it. Hey, hold the line. Our producer here, Cap Dave, is going to grab your information after this, okay?
Will do. Cheers.
Thanks a lot, Jeremy. Rhinos 1-0 losers at the hands of Puerto Rico, and he made a good point there, too. You've got Montreal coming up in a few weeks. Montreal plays at Toronto on Sunday, and not to knock anybody there, but Toronto's still struggling to find their first win. Montreal usually handles almost everybody handily. I'm sure they will handle Toronto the same exact way, too. And furthermore, with the way the USL First Division works, with so many teams off to faster starts than other teams, I mean, you look at Richmond, they played their 7th game tonight. And they've got 16 points already 3 weeks into the season. The Rhinos just finished their 3rd game of the night. Seattle's got only 1 game. Puerto Rico just finished their 4th game now. So, 5th game now, excuse me. So, again, things just happen. You've got to make sure that, we're already behind the 8 ball starting off the way the league works. You want to make sure that we get the actual points on the board. Sam, your thoughts?
I agree with you. It's still early, though, and I'm curious to see what changes Coach makes for Sunday. Joe Bolanis. I mean, if you bring in Bolanis as your 6th, who do you take out? I mean, what foreigner you take out? Unless somebody's knocked up that we don't know about. Pato came out. It was kind of weird. I mean, we were talking. All of a sudden, I saw Pato sprint to the bench, and Jamel just whipped off his rain jacket and came in. So is he hurt? We don't know. Mladenoff looked like maybe he was limping a little near the end there. So, I mean, those are two possible foreigners there, but we haven't seen Bolanos play yet. I haven't seen him play yet.
That's why he's here. He's here to play. There's no doubt about that. You bring a guy all the way to Puerto Rico and guarantee he'll be in the lineup on Sunday. Bonsu had a rough night. Does he sit on the bench Sunday? We'll see what happens. Or does not dress on Sunday? We'll see how that shapes up. But I think Bolanos will get a chance. He'll get a look at Bolanos on Sunday. I'd be surprised if he didn't, because all the talk I'm hearing about Bolanos in training camp and preseason, he's the real deal, and now it's showtime now.
Well, it's time to get a good look at him on the Nextel Direct Call-In Show, driven by Auto Depot USA. We want to hear from you, the fans. 222-9393 is our number here to call into the post-game show. You know, Scott Pelguda made Team of the Week this past week for the USL First Division Team of the Week. You know, he had a fairly solid night tonight, and of course, Sam, your man, Ray Martinez, again, another Team of the Week member for the USL for his goal in the win last week. You know, he had another solid game, especially at the end. He sounded like he was really pouring it on there.
Ray Boom Boom was working hard. He wanted that celebration, that birthday celebration. He said he's what, 22 again?
22 or 24. I don't know what's the difference.
He was also pumped up at lunch break today about getting that goal tonight and celebrating his birthday, and he was trying really hard, but it just didn't happen.
Guys, we got Frank on the line. We're going to go back to the phones right now and take your calls. Again, 222-9393 is the number here on the Nextel Direct Call-In Show, driven by Auto Depot USA. Frank, how are you tonight?
Not bad. I actually didn't get to listen to the game because I was a little busy tonight, but really, there's no excuse for losing to a team like Puerto Rico tonight.
Yeah, that's what everybody keeps saying, but, you know, the more we keep analyzing and looking at them, and from what Sam and Joe have said, they were a solid side tonight.
Well, honestly, you can analyze them all you want, but they're really not that talented of a team. They did not impress me at all last week. The goalkeeper, he's less than average, and they really have no standout players on that team.
Well, again, have you been listening to the show this past few minutes?
Oh, I've been listening to everything, yeah.
Yeah, Frank, I'm not going to disagree with you. They didn't look so great at Frontier, but it's a small pitch. It's an excuse, if you will. But these guys play pretty soccer. They knock the ball around. They're making things happen on a wet, soggy surface. They still look pretty.
And I spoke with Coach Kelly. He admitted to me, for 30 minutes of the game at Frontier Field, they took it to the Rhinos. They took control of the game. Kelly made some tactical adjustments and won favor back towards the Rhinos. But to say these guys don't have any skilled players, I'm going to be honest, I disagree with you on that call. I've seen these guys play 8 times now. And the guy who keeps impressing me all the time is Juninho. He keeps coming involved, great touch, great vision, all over the field. So I disagree as far as them not having any skilled players.
Frank, anything else for us tonight?
Well, everybody keeps saying that we got a loaded team this year. Well, doesn't really look like it right now.
No, that's definitely something to say. Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, we talked about some injuries. Frank is not an excuse, but, Craig Demon is our main pillar in the back, out with a knee injury, not expected to be back maybe for still a couple more weeks. That's a change there. Ian Fuller, mainstay here with the Rhinos, could play midfield in the center, could play up top. He's not here. Carbajal, Carbajal, great player, and he's back injury. There's some guys that are missing tonight that could have made a huge difference if they were here.
Well, Sam, if we're really relying on Craig Demon, if we're waiting for him to finally get our act together on defense, then we're in pretty big trouble right now. Then.
Well, I think Coach made some tactical changes near the second half. We're putting Frankie Sanfilippo and Schweitzer in the middle. They seem to do a lot better controlling wise. Cedric coming in the second half, kind of steadied that right side. Pelguda's for real, man. The kid's for real. There's not a weak spot there at all. Left back, I think we're all set. But there was some questions in the middle, and I think Coach made the right changes.
All right, well, thanks for giving me some time, guys. And I just want to say anybody's welcome to come down and join the Stampede in the bullpen against Montreal next Saturday. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks a lot, Frank. We appreciate you taking the time to give us a call. Again, we want to hear from you, too. 222-9393 is the number here on the Nextel Direct Call-In Show, driven by Auto Depot USA. We do want to hear from you. We've heard the Stampede has been very well represented here tonight. We do want to take a quick break here on the Nextel Direct Connect Call-In Show. When we come back, more of your calls. 222-9393. This is Raging Rhino Soccer on the all-new Pickle 93.3 FM.
Hi, I'm Terry Clifford for Roadrunner. And tell me I don't know how to have a good time here, okay? Have you ever tried to wrestle the computer away from a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old? Have you ever said to them, come on, hurry up, what is taking so long? How big is that file? What do you mean you're downloading music? And, okay, let's make it a little more interesting. Then let's have the computer wrestle with the telephone line. Oh, now you've got yourself a good time. I have eliminated all of those problems. How, you ask? It's called Roadrunner. Time Warner Cable's high-speed internet hookup, and it is a lifesaver in my house. You want some of your own? I'll give you directions. 756-BEEP. There is a lot of homework that needs to be done on the computer in my household, and I'm sure the same can be said for yours. And Roadrunner is there to help in a timely fashion. From Time Warner Cable comes the answers to, well, most of your problems. It's called Roadrunner. Get some. 756-BEEP.
Even with the cold weather, there's no reason to be housebound. Not when Rochester Mobility Solutions Coalition is here to help. They make it possible for you to get up and get out. If stairs are the obstacle in your house, then Access Lifts and Ramps can help. They'll set up your home with a lift, ramp, or elevator. If you're dependent on oxygen, you can still be mobile with Rochester Oxygen. They make it easy for you with lightweight, portable systems and respiratory equipment. Monroe Wheelchair keeps you going with powered and non-powered wheelchairs, scooters, and other great products that maximize your independence. And Auto Crafting by Technostar can adapt your car or van, making it safe and simple to get in, get out, and get on your way. Sure, the cold weather makes you want to stay inside where it's warm, but if you want to get out, it's less of a struggle with Monroe Wheelchair, Rochester Oxygen, Auto Crafting by Technostar, and Access Lifts and Ramps. The Rochester Mobility Solutions Coalition. Check them out in the Yellow Pages today, or log on to 93bbf.com. Your mobility is their business.
Getting older can be a harrowing experience. Staying in shape just gets tougher. Why not join the downtown Harrow East Athletic Club? Memberships include aerobics, yoga, Pilates classes, whirlpools, sauna, indoor pool, squash, racquetball, 2 weight floors, cardio, indoor track, free parking, the list goes on. Don't give in, get tough. Join the Harrow East today, and they'll even waive the initiation fee. Call 546-1000. That's 546-1000, and we'll see you at the Harrow East.
And welcome back to the Nextel Direct call-in show, driven by Auto Depot USA. This is Raging Rhino Soccer on the all-new Fickle 93.3 FM Random Radio. Tom Craver here with you. Rhinos on the tail end of a 1-0 decision against the Puerto Rico Islanders, the second of 3 in a row against the Islanders. One more match coming up Sunday night, the 15th, again at Puerto Rico. Kickoff time is 5 p.m. We'll be on the air here with the pregame show at 4:30. After that, don't forget, the next home game is the following week, Saturday, May 21st, against the Montreal Impact, right at Frontier Soccer Stadium. Kickoff time, of course, 7:35 for the Saturday night home game. We'll be on the air with the pregame show at 7:05. Sam and Joe, a very improved team, a very ready-to-play team in Puerto Rico tonight.
Well, I think we've said enough about Puerto Rico. I think Joe and I agree. We talked about during the break. I mean, last year my daughter, who's been around soccer all her life, thought this was one of the best teams she ever saw play against the Rhinos. I mean, it's real soccer. It's like there's not this kick and run. It's pretty soccer. That's how Puerto Rico plays. We haven't seen that at home. We saw it again tonight on a wet surface. We all want the Rhinos to do better. We want them to win every game, but they didn't play against a weak team.
I agree with you. You made a great point, too. Puerto Rico's a team that's looking for an enforcer. They got the technical, crafty guys. Get that hammer like a Sedgwick, like you said. I think Gores is trying to be that guy for Puerto Rico. If they get that one physical presence, who knows that he's going to hammer people. I think it's going to help them out a lot. But tonight, Puerto Rico took advantage of that one breakdown, a 35-yard rocket by Melitza, and no chance for Scotty Vela on that one.
No one was even.
Made a lot of. What?
I was just saying, no one was even expecting that shot to come out of the blue like that, were they?
No, there was a huge gap in the Rhinos' defense. You'll see it, I'm sure, on your show. He saw the opening, said, "Let me go for a crack here," and he made it worth his while for sure with a 35-yard blast. But after that, Coach Callaway did make the adjustments, moving Sanfilippo in the middle. Next time he said it started to steady things, stabilize things for the Rhinos defense. and started to close some of the chances down for the Islanders. That was a good move, I think, to move boxers to the outside.
Maybe another positive thing, Tommy, that we didn't talk about yet is that Jamel Mitchell coming in near the end there.
Great header.
I was just going to go into that. It sounded like the last 15 minutes especially, maybe too little too late, but there was a lot happening. Martinez, from like the 54th, 5th minute on, he was all up and down and up in the middle there and getting in everybody's face. And then what happened now? 89th minute, Mitchell Roger, and no goal for the offside?
Definitely offside. Roger was offside. The flag was way up. The ball was served in the box. Roger headed across the six where Mitchell finished it, but it was long gone before that.
Yeah, Joe saw the flag before he even went in the net.
I couldn't get all excited to make some kind of goofy goal call. we knew it was off.
Yeah. That's a shame. That sounded like, too, as well, at the very end of the first half, same thing happened. With that corner kick to Roger, to Potter, to Miller, back to Roger again, and again he was offside.
Oh, definitely.
You know, he's a new guy in the team, and maybe he's trying to make too much of an impact, pushing forward too much, too hard, and seeing him offside, and also create a lot of fouls. He definitely got noticed, but noticed for the wrong reasons tonight.
That's unfortunate, too. Sounds like he's taking a lesson or two from Miller, but, it's a forward thing, though. You try to get open. It's kind of like Rich is in the studio with us here tonight. We were talking about it. It's kind of like a pickup game of street football where, you run around, and wait till somebody finds you open.
Or like Sam at a buffet. Just slow down. Just slow down.
Wait for them to bring the shrimp out again.
I wasn't going to go there, but...
No, I'll go there. Don't worry about it.
That's all right. You're with him. You guys aren't sharing a room, are you?
No, I'm actually rooming with Scott Pelguda, and this kid is such an incredible kid. He's still going to school at Cornell. I walked back into the room, who knows when. He's on that computer typing papers, reading books, studying. And I tell you, he's on top of his game. He's on top of his life. And I tip my hat to that kid. He's a young kid. He's a special kid. He's done a tremendous job on the field and obviously off the field.
Yeah, what a role model that young kid is. And hey, just a couple shout-outs time before we go here. I got my boy Todd Hall hooked us up with some video stuff. We're going to show some highlights in Rochester next week from hopefully both games. And, of course, my buddy Richie Jones coming through big for me. Always there watching my back, knowing where I need some help, and Richie's there for me all the time. Thanks, guys.
We got one more caller here, actually, guys, on the Nextel Direct call-in show. We're going to take real fast here. It is Brian on the line. Brian, welcome to the postgame show.
Hey, guys. Hey, Soccer Sam.
Hey, buddy. What do you got, Brian?
Rhinos tonight.
Did you listen to the game, Brian?
Yeah, I did.
What are your thoughts from tonight's game?
Oh, I don't know. It's just really sad that it had to lose tonight.
Well, it's unfortunate, but it's part of the ups and downs. You take the lumps with the good.
Well, what's Larry Cowley doing with Ben Stecam and Doug Miller? Why are they playing?
No, Miller's still a striker. He finds a way to get the ball in the back of the net. Obviously not tonight.
Last week.
Yeah, he scored big time last week, 8 minutes in.
Okay, guys. Well, I just want to say hi, Soccer Sam.
All right, Brian. Thanks for calling.
All right.
All right. Well, Tommy.com. I can call you there, buddy. Joe Giuliano had a great time here. Joe, Sunday, 5 o'clock. Kickoff, 4:30 time he goes on.
I'll be here.
Your final thoughts, Joe?
Rochester, they made some adjustments like they had to. We also had some chances tonight. Roger didn't have a lot of connection on some of those shots. Jamel Mitchell, great header. He got way up in the air. Nice save by the keeper, Kennedy. And Ray Martinez, I liked the way the last 15, 20 minutes he was demanding the ball, beating defenders almost at will at times.
He was.
And then just serving the ball into the box. Unfortunately, no one on the tail end of those. But not a bad performance by the Rhinos overall. I mean, after they made those adjustments, I thought they settled down. And really, Mitchell unlucky not to have that header go in the net.
Well, Joe, my final thoughts are, I'm hungry, man. I'm out of here. I'm out, Tommy.
Hey, Sam.
See you guys Sunday.
Just make sure you leave the Sunday buffet for the players. That's their time to get together with the coach that 3 hours before the game. So make sure you let them at the buffet first, all right? Joe, hold them back.
Right.
I will.
Guys, thanks a lot. Joe, you sounded great. Sam, you both sounded great on the call tonight, filling in for Don Stevens, who's away with other game duties tonight. But the final score for thanks, guys. We'll see you. Final score from Puerto Rico, 1-0 Islanders topping over the Raging Rhinos. Again, join us again Sunday night for our next broadcast. It will be the third game. Rochester against the Puerto Rico Islanders. Again, one more time. Kickoff at 5 o'clock. We'll be on the air with the pregame show at 4:35. And, of course, the next home game is May 21st against the Montreal Impact. at 7:35. Thanks for listening, everybody. For Tom.com, for everybody else here in the studio, this was Rhino Soccer on the all-new Fickle 93.3 FM.